What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Dark Show. Fwah, 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 fwah. Sorry. The sad Jamaican siren just makes me happy for some reason. I don't know. But we're gonna have a fun, interactive evening tonight or night this evening. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was just chilling, like literally just chilling, eating pizza and like sipping on my drink, and Flying Rich calls. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey, nothing, man. What are you doing?" Chilling. I'm watching Serialist. I got to see my build on Serialist. All right. Shout out to them, the WTS crew. And I'm chilling, and he's like, "Well, it's 10 o'clock." I was like, "Oh my god!" We had a plan and all that, and yeah, I totally spaced because I did a show last night. Right, I usually do Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. We did a show last night, kind of like a bonus stream, boners stream, and then watching Serialist, it made me feel like it was Friday, and I apologize to let you all down. Um, I can't move this gun while I'm on camera. So let's start by welcoming and congratulating the first person in chat this evening, which is Dang Old Matt. Dang Old Matt. Dang it, Matt. I'll tell you what. Congratulations for being number one. You, sir, are due at least one high five at full strength. Whoopsh. Thank you. Appreciate that. And who else we got up in here? So let's first say good evening to the Chena members, the Chena members. We got Kurt 24. What's up, brother? Rusty Shackelford, what's up, brother? Both Chena members. Toy Town Inc., what's poppin'? Another Chena member. We got Key, ASC, EE, Chena member. Joe Morris, Chena member. Let's see, Toy Town, Kurt 24. Rusty Trombone Shackelford. You know what? Sorry. Rusty Trombone Shackelford. Sorry. I'll never stop doing that, just so you guys know. It's basically the only effect that I keep it on. There's like 50. That's just the one that I stuck with. Mike McClune, what's up, brother? Another Chena member. Chena member. Mike McClune, Kurt 24, Joe Morris. Who else we got? Nate D. Nate D says, "Howdy do, my ninjas." Wanted to be very clear there. I'm reading a comment. Those words belong to someone else. Senor Bub. What's up, Senor Bub? Thank you for joining us. Another Chena member. And remember that this is the Chena member segment. Let's see. Nate D, Kurt 24, Key C. Craig Licka, Head Splitter. What's up, brother? Another Chena member. Thank you for tagging along. ADXI 920, another Chana member. What's up, brother? Hello, beautiful people, he says. Let's see. DB Cooper. It's not a Cooper. What up? DB Cooper. Dang old Matt. Let me see. So make sure I don't miss nobody. Hold up. Dang, y'all were talking for a minute. Here we are. Look at this beautiful picture right here. Jeff Cron, another Chena member. Look at that face. How could you ever be mad at that face? Look at the little two eyeballs in the mouth. Okay. All right. Sorry. Live Life. Alabama is in the house. Another Chena member. T for Tejas. Another Chena member. Kurt 24. Chamber Defense. Chena member. Carolina EDC Reviews. Chena member. Holy shit. Remember when I said, guys, it's taking me like 15 minutes just to get through all the channel members, and we may get to a point where we just have to like not do that. I may need to start like rolling credits at the end or something like that, because there's like I mean, trust me, I'm super grateful for it, right? I love you guys for this. There's a lot of Chana members up in here. Caroline EC Reviews, Nate D, Chamber Defense, Chana member, Chana member, Timbo Slice, another Chana member, twice in one day, Dark, you hold sailor, you. Scusi, Miss Scusi. Sorry, that was extremely rude of me. Please forgive me. I forgot you guys got my voice in a mic. Forgive me. Watch viewership decline. Jeff Cron, Stephen Kilpatrick, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Timbo Slice, hey, Goombeam with those 110,000 lumens. I'm sorry, Candela. And who else we got? IPS, yo, yeah. What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Who else we got? DB Goodbye, Chamber Defense, Nate D, Fluffy Bunny Arsenal. What's up, brother? Another channel member. All right, who else? Zeeth. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Fluffy Bunny, Bob, Nate D, Kurt 24. Okay, Live Life, Gunbeam. Steve Kilpatrick. Do we got more beta prints? PC, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Agariza. We need to find a way to get hey, what's up, brother? Shooting down New England, another channel member. Good to see you. Who was it? Taco Syndicate, channel member. Murphy's Law, channel member. We need to find a way to get who was it? Fire Otter and a few others. I saw some channel memberships. I may go in through my alt account and like gift channel memberships for like, you know, Thirsty Colt to become a channel member. And like IPS and like those guys, but you don't get to pick. It's all at random. Echoing Fart coming soon. Echoing Jart coming even sooner. Okay, let's go to the honorable mentions. We got IPS. What's up, brother? If you're not tuning into Serialists every Thursday at 9 p.m., what are you doing, bro? What you doing? But just remember to cut out early to get to my stream. Sorry. And I'm just kidding. There's enough love to go around for all y'all. Ron Bear, what's up, brother? Martin Kaminsky, what's up, brother? Hey, Jason Ewing, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Let's see who else we got. Sport Brand, one of our favorite resident mods. We got Silverback Tactical and Defense. We got the Cult of the Thirsties. We got all you guys, love all y'all. Thank you so much, JC9 and all you homies and fools up in here. Cats and kittens, I think people say. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So tonight we're gonna do something very, 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 very fun. Kia C wave. Isn't that funny? Like the emojis from phones just don't do well with you know, the conversion to computer. I tried to change the orientation of my firearms up there. See what I'm saying? Because that shit was looking weird, bro. And it's like my mic just like blocks it. You know what I'm saying? I'll do the mic from the other side. Okay, good note. Shana Ewing, good to see you. I was talking to my daughter, and you know, she was looking at her ears, and I was like, you know, those are going to close up if you don't wear your earwings. Okay, sorry, dad joke. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about something very, very fun, informative, and we're gonna make fucking DLD history tonight, okay? And you know who we're gonna do it with? Flying Rich. Okay, I hope somebody samples that shit, right? Just the sad ass horn and like,
dude. All right, you know how to do it? Like, I would say make a short holding a gun and do.
It's so sad. It's like it's sad, but it's fucking hilarious. It's like that, like you know, like when like really fat people walk and you can just hear the trombone, like you know, like that kind of thing.
I've seen that online, like social media. They're playing the trombone behind a fat guy walking.
Oh shit, that's so funny. The first time I saw that was in Family Guy when Stewie
Yeah.
Stewie got he's like, "Stop it! I have feelings." Oh my god, it was so funny.
Now you know. You're a fat guy. Fat guys don't have feelings. We all know that.
Yeah, much
What, did I say that out loud? Fuck. I'm supposed to be
Beanie
using my
Man.
inside voice. All right, I'm a little mad at YouTube because when I looked at the short, like
I'm
the
mad at you
short that
too.
I
Oh, you
dude,
too. Oh, whoops, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
my short shelf had one of my shorts. Well, I don't know if it's my short or not because it's your audio. You know, it's like, is it my
Sure,
short if it's
sure,
your audio?
sure,
And also, I did
sure,
it. I did
sure.
it in front of my pistol safe with my Brownells onesie in the background. But it's false advertising because it says it had 39 views, and really, it had 2,500 views.
What?
Yeah.
So hold on. You're saying that on your side it shows 2,500 views, but on the consumer side, the viewer side, it says 39.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know how you look at your short shelf, and I'm like, oh, 39 views. But
Yep. Sorry, I had to take that. If
hey,
we're gonna
man, you're not racking guns on live.
no, I
YouTube.
removed I removed
So I guess what would happen if people started committing suicide on YouTube, but holding the gun off camera, and then their head just blew off on a live stream? Would they just prevent live streaming?
bro. Uh, how terrible is that? Why is your brain even wandering there? Like,
Well, no, because I
it's not
can't.
for. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
The the thing that the tubes of you doesn't like are all around me,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
I can handle them as long as they're not in this rectangular cone.
I mean, I'll tell you right now that you would be live long enough to be able to hold it up, and I mean, I've literally held things up for an entire stream before and not had an issue at all, and then I hold up a Glock slide, and it's like, pew, you know. So I think it's not. Although this is kind of sad. Before we get into the topic that we're going to get into, I think it's kind of an interesting topic. Hey, Wild Weasel, what's up, brother? Thank you for the super duper chat. $2 super chat. He says, "Merry Christmas from just your average weasel." Appreciate that, man. Thirsty Gold said, "Big sad thoughts." So it's their policy isn't really in place for suicides. It's in place for shootings, for like POV. Yeah, because really, most incidents that there
Well,
are.
I mean, the possibility of there being a POV shooting in my office, is pretty fucking high.
And this is where facetiousness catches in. Oh my God! I meant, holy moly, Nate D. Thank you so much for doing this, and I appreciate
He
that.
ASCII gifted memberships.
Yeah. So Nate D sent the $1.99 super duper chat. Thank you,
He
Doc.
asked.
You missed the
Kurt, wait,
KAC.
Kurt, hold on. Kurt24 gifted 5 memberships.
Holy moly, cannoli!
It's
Hold up.
raining men. I mean, it's raining.
Oh my God, bro. Okay.
And
So
Ting Ting, no, I was not flying an F-35 the other day.
oh,
And
yeah,
all I got to
I'll
say is that pilot had no nutsack because he ejected after the plane stopped moving. It's like, really, dude? The pan shit's over.
Maybe it was like delayed or something. Yeah.
I don't know. I hate to say it, I wouldn't have ejected out of that.
So real quick, let me open it because if I don't see this, guys, I'm so sorry. If I don't see it, then I'm not going to be able to.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Can I just scold somebody? I
Hold on,
don't know
before you
about
scold.
this X-Man holiday that Wild Weasel's talking about, but I mean, yeah, whatever.
So hold on before you scold. I want sure. Thank you, Kurt. Okay, so Kurt24 gifted 5 memberships. So thank you so much, Kurt24. Appreciate you. And then, and then prior to that, actually, prior or after? Hold on.
Oh no, I don't see it.
I mean, it's in
Somebody
here. It
said
says,
PSD.
yeah, KSC gifted 5 memberships too. So both of you guys gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Let's see if it gives a breakdown of who. Can I? Oh, let me see.
24's baller. Someday I might do a live stream.
Yeah, right.
Someday.
Oh yeah, it's not showing me. Sometimes it actually shows who has become a member. Let's see. Tech Money, what's up, brother? See, it's not even showing me, like, it didn't show me that Tech Money was here in the chat. It didn't show me any of this shit, man.
Well, wait, Ari, hold on, because I see up top. If you scroll up top, yeah, Kieski did. I guess it's off the scroll now. Kieski donated 5 memberships. It's up top still.
Yeah.
And Kurt24 donated 5 memberships. You guys are baller. That's a big deal. Thank you.
Yeah, man, hell yeah. I'm excited to see who received them, and you guys know just as well as I do that YouTube just wants to destroy the relationship that I have with my viewers, and they don't want to tell me these things. You know, they're just like, hey, let's see how we can destroy them.
That's StreamYard.
Oh, and guys, so just so you know, you actually have to click something that says like allow memberships to be gifted to you. Most of you guys probably ignore it and close out of it. If you've never been gifted a membership, if you are an active, I swear to God. So I actually clicked. So I actually clicked on Joe's channel on Shooting Gallery New England. I actually clicked the little thing that said allow gifted memberships, and that night somebody gifted 5 memberships, and I became a channel member. So yeah, make sure you do that. I want to be on y'all's stream one of these times. I finally got a great laptop. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Okay. It keeps telling me to allow gifts. That's how the feds get you. Yeah, right. Those pesky gifts. Okay, so Coop, I believe Coop became a member. CNT Designs and Arms.
How come I never see myself, like it says Bob is a membership for 2 months? How come I never see I'm a membership? I'm a channel member.
Because
I never get those notices.
It gives you a every month it gives you a notice, and you can post it like a super chat, and it shows up for the content creator like a super chat. But if people aren't on their device like doing it, then you're not going to see it. That's fire.
Is that titanium nitride? What is that?
That is something very special. It's called
unobtainium.
Titanium nitride.
It's titanium nitride. Well, I got to say, all right. So I got this a while back. 1776 was blowing out like P80s, like the G19 P80. Oh, yeah. And this slide and barrel, and I bought 2.
Yep.
I only put them together with the what is it? What is it? The SCT?
Yep, SCT frames.
SCT frames.
And that shit looks fresh.
And I hate to say, I didn't realize how nice the parts kit is in the slide.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's like freaking butter.
And where'd you get those?
1776. Okay. So I'm like hitting up Knuckles. I'm like, send me more. Send me more.
Yeah, didn't you hit him up for 5
like, parts? Send me 5. Send me 5.
So here's the interesting thing, okay? So Rich and I were on the phone because we talk like girls throughout the day, every now and then, every day. And
3 times a day.
At least. And we're sitting here talking, and I was building out
like, Dark, what you win? What you win?
No, none of that. And boner stream. So
It's like,
we're talking.
hey, what bit you got in your It's like,
We're talking.
hey, what bit you got in your Dremel right now? It's like, I'm using the abrasive cutter right now.
I'm using the M3, bro.
I'm polishing with flits. Oh, don't do that. That's bad for. No, that's another story.
Yeah, there's a couple things that's bad for. Shooting Gallery New England. What's up, brother? With the super duper chat. Phone
Don't
99.
forget this Monday, Shooting Gallery New England's having an open show, inviting everybody to come on. It's going to be like some other YouTuber on steroids. He's got a special agreement with StreamYard, and they're going to be doing, instead of like Hollywood Squares where it's just 3x3, it's going to be 8x8.
Yep.
He's got a special show on Monday. So if you don't believe me, just tune in and watch.
Yep. It's weird though. So it says don't forget this Monday. So Monday it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do a end of the EST. I think that means end of the year, but he may have just
Let's do an end of the probably.
Yeah, probably end of the year. End of the year. So it's going to be the
Joe is typographically impaired, so we can't hold him to a normal standard as far as typing goes. So
he's from Boston.
Boston.
Woo.
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico. So on that note, so when thank you, Joe, by the way, Shooting Gallery New England, make sure you guys all tune in to the show on Monday. The Monday, I think that's the 18th, right? 15, maybe the 19th, whatever that Monday is, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're all going to be on Shooting Gallery New England. That is the 19th. So Monday the 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Shooting Gallery New England. So Rich and I were having a conversation, and I took out a parts kit that I got from 1776 Supply Co. And I'm putting them in my SCT frame as well. He's building out SCT frame too. And I'm putting the parts in, and careful with that. And I was like, dude, there's a stamp inside this lower parts kit that I got from 1776 Supply Co. And I've had a few of their lower parts kit, right? And I noticed that their ejector on some of them are like black, kind of carbide looking, but they're like twisted, almost like if you heated it, grabbed it with like like needle nose and then twisted it, right? And I'm like, man, that kind of looks just like the Shadow Systems lower parts kits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at the I remember looking at previous like actual like Shadow Systems lowers and parts, and they have a stamp and it's like SS 200 or something like that. And I look on the parts kit that I got from 1776 Supply Co. and they have Shadow Systems stamps on some of their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at the upper parts kit and I'm like, oh my God, the striker is color case hardened. It's kind of like at that bronze color because they, harden them. And then I look at the safety plunger, and that shit's got that like burnt bronze color on it too. And I'm like, oh my God, your lower parts kits have Shadow Systems parts in it. So I hit up Supply Co. and I'm like, bro, do your parts kits have Shadow Systems parts in them? And he's like, well, yeah, a bunch of them do. I was like, what? Like that's something you should probably advertise. So we went crazy. We're like, all right, we're getting a whole bunch of pots kits.
I'm like, Knuckles, send me 5. Send me 5 now. Take my money. Seriously, I can show you. Hold on.
Yeah, it literally says, take my money. I hit him up too, and I was like, bro, I need a few of those. I'm not getting 5. I'm not balling like Rich, but
Well, I'm not bowling like Crump, so.
Crump's not balling like Trump, so.
Oh, speaking of balling. Another post that I wrote, take my money!
Dang.
Seriously, I have actually called Steven up and said, dude, take my freaking money. I'm going to send my check to you. But I also did say that to Josiah the other day when I called him up on his cell phone.
Goonbean
I felt a little awkward.
I'm not even balling like dark shit, bro. I'm far from it, dude. Trust me. Trust me. But I
Eating
also,
cold pizza that was you found on your doorstep.
oh man, I don't even want to talk about that shit. I also, I don't really like spend money though. I get it, and then I like put it away, and I'm like, yeah, that makes me feel good to have all that money sitting there doing nothing. Bro, I said the same thing, Paul Ball. Don't feel bad, bro. Don't feel bad. All right. Um, okay, now something we're gonna talk about tonight, and I'm sorry, I missed a whole bunch of y'all's comments. My bad, my bad. I'm I'm a crazy girl on Four Loco. Sorry if I hurt you. Dang, Four Loco, man. DLD, if you are gonna promote SHTF bugging out a prep, then don't pop your foggy ass bottle of fizzy water when you could buy a soda stream and be base. Okay, so I actually considered that. And I considered it for a long time. And then I realized that I tasted a friend's and I was just not happy. I didn't feel like you could like um okay, hold on, what am I? I'm looking at the take my money. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling Knuckles, take my money. Take my money now.
Yeah. He said the gold ones. I
The
mean,
gold ones.
they're not really gold. They're kind of like burnt
Whatever.
bronze. Yeah. The ones that are not silver.
Well, I didn't want to make it look like I knew they were shadow systems, so I said the
Yeah.
gold ones. Because if he knew I knew that they were shadow systems, he might charge me more. But I said, hey, you know, those gold thingies. I don't know what they are, but they're magic.
I'll be honest, man. Shadow systems, they're part like if every single one of you guys out there, if you're building Glocks, you guys know OEM shadow systems like those are top notch, right? The likelihood that your build is going to be fucking spot on with OEM shadow systems, and even for me, even like polymer 80 kits have been great in the past, but dude, to pay much less than what uh OEM parts kits are, and to be like second in fucking line. I don't know if you guys remember, but like a year ago, literally last August, I did a video on some of 1776 Supply Co's parts kits, and I was like, bro, these are like damn near like OEM. Well, that's why. That's why. Now they're not all only Shadow Systems parts, right? They are like combination of parts. Some that they literally manufacture themselves and whatnot. So I don't want to tell y'all like, oh, all of their shit is Shadow Systems, because that's not necessarily the case. But just hit them up, right? Ask for fucking parts. Tell them, tell them Doc sent you. 24 karat gold, yeah. 19C is boss. 19C is fucking beast. Okay, now I don't understand how a man that builds his own Glocks would fail to make his own carbonated drink and buy a pre-bottled carbonated drink. Bro, the fucking soda stream shit is fucking garbage. It's you're replacing empty bottles with fucking CO2 tanks, It's like, which one do you want to purchase in advance? Do you want to purchase the work that I also pay somebody else to change my fucking oil.
I believe.
I'm sorry.
Dude,
I hear
you
something
lose
outside.
all intimacy.
I need to check outside real quick. Give me one sec.
All right, man. Oh, I do all the oil on my cars and airplanes myself. Hence, I've only had 2 plane crashes. But, yeah, you lose intimacy with your vehicle if you don't at least change the oil. And I'll show you my last Instagram post, which horror frickin' fied me because I thought my alignment was good on my car. But obviously, not so much. Because if you see that, I have it up on the ramps, and on the inside, it's down to the frickin' steel. So good tread, all right? And yeah, front tires are only a pair of front tires because I buy the Hancokes. $400.
No, you're not my mommy. I'm not gonna go with you. Sorry.
Where'd the bad man touch you? Show me on the dolly.
Show me on the doll. Dude, it was super strange. I'm gonna guess that was firework.
Was it hot neighbor alert?
No, it was an explosion alert. No, okay. So to go back on Martin Kaminsky, 99% of shit I do on my own, right? But there's some things that I'd rather just pay other people to do, right? Like prior to the vehicle that I have now, it may be different, but I have other people. I pay other people to change my fucking oil. I pay other people to work on my car. I pay other people to bottle my fucking drink. You know,
All right.
sometimes your
So,
time is more valuable than that.
and you're right. Realistically, if I was 9 to 5, my day gig pays real good, and I'd be out of my mind to take an hour or two off of my day job to change my oil. I could pay several times over to have my oil changed professionally. But yeah,
Yeah.
I do change my own oil for a couple of reasons. One, just because I can't even describe to most people what I do. I can't.
I
If you're one of
Let
the
me
things
just
I
say real quick
loved
though.
when I was in home improvement contracting, I could drive by.
I don't want sorry, real quick. I don't want people to confuse this. I am cheap. I am a cheap ass. But I like spending money on the right things. And I think Rich, I'd say you're the same way, right? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you're cheap, but you also recognize quality and shit like that too. Scusi.
Hmm. So,
Sorry.
um,
And then we got to get on topic.
I yeah, I know what the topic was now, but I like to change my own oil, and for a couple of reasons. One, because I know what filters going into it, I know what oil's going into it. I'm putting the Pennzoil Premium Synthetic into it, where my oil change is no cheaper than if you went to Valvoline and had it done in 10 minutes by some guy that uses an impact wrench on your freaking drain plug and cross threads it all the way in and out. But I'm using the best filter, the best oil that you can put in a damn car.
And it's
And
probably half the cost that you would pay for an oil change.
if I had it done premium, I mean it's the same cost for a regular oil change. It's still costing me like $60-$70 a car.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
typically most places you're not getting the premium oil that I'd be putting in, or filters.
Yeah. No, guys, I don't mean frugal. I mean cheap. But you appreciate quality in some things, right? Like I have some cheap guns, but most of my guns I would say are higher quality, right? Um
I and that's kind of before things. I'm not sure how many years ago it was. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to buy any more AR-15s. I got probably enough AR. Well, all right, maybe that's a sin if I say it that way. I think I have a reasonable amount of AR-15s. Not as many as Crump, but I'm like, I want to upgrade my parts. I want to, and I just ordered.
yeah,
Like, actually, they're coming tomorrow. 4 Toolcraft bulk carrier groups. What is it? Titanium, whatever. Some
titanium nitride.
unobtainium. I don't know if they're titanium nitride.
Hold on.
Whatever.
You're upgraded BCGs? You're upgrading to Toolcraft? What the fuck did you have in there
Yeah,
before that?
yeah.
I
Poverty
thought I
funding.
was up. No.
PSA stuff. You know.
Okay, all right. Look, I get it.
Nickel
I
boron.
know
That's what I was thinking.
nickel boron. Okay, yeah. I mean, and that's it's. I'm not talking shit, right? Like whatever you can get your hands on. If it is an Anderson BCG, it's all good. It can't all be BCM gunfighter like my stuff. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Trust me. I got PSA shit. I don't have Anderson stuff. I just
Don't say
got.
PSA shit. Josiah might be watching, and he won't take my calls anymore.
Well, no, I don't mean PSA shit. I mean PSA stuff. Their
Mm-hmm.
various array of products that are available to the general public. Yeah, and PSC. Okay, this is a good point. PSA sells Toolcraft. That's where you got that shit from, and I don't mean shit in the negative sense at all. And I got a Toolcraft BCG too. I don't think BCM is made
I
by
wonder.
Anderson Manufacturing. No fucking way.
I hate to say, if Bending Ballistics isn't pulling our leg,
I believe it. I
he
mean,
knows
shit,
his shit.
yeah. PSA mostly uses Toolcraft. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. And that's like, so for an example, I found out in the Mossberg
Ooh, I'm logging into
factory,
PSA and something's still in my cart.
it's probably an MP5.
Okay.
Um, looking at the tour of the Mossberg factory, they're making like thousands of barrels a day. Okay. And I'm like, oh my God, how is this possible? Have you ever seen a Mossberg AR-15? No, because they're selling them to other companies. And then other companies are stamping their name on it, right? Like Mossberg makes like 75% of the AR-15 barrels out there if it's, below LWRC, basically. Yeah, dude. Hey, you know what? And honestly, PSA. So Tiver Tejas says I'm a poor, but my PSA shit is okay by me. 100%. If it functions and you're not running 20,000 rounds through it, But shit, if it runs, it runs. Brass catcher. I've pulled dipsticks on vehicles that have sat a year, and you have to wipe the dipstick to get a real reading with it. Oh, that's disgusting.
There are companies I know that claim their bargain ARs have barrels made by FN.
That may be true. I mean, I don't think any of this your Wi-Fi. Oh no, they're not talking about me. What? Oh yeah, no. Okay, so let me stop for a second. No one ever said anything or spoke poorly about PSA at all. I have an ass load of PSA products. Shit. Last week on Serialist, I posted my build and it was a fucking dagger, I have absolutely no problem
I got some
with
killer
PSA.
dagger deals.
Yeah, they got some fucking crazy dagger deals. What's up, Taco? Taco. But I just like personally, if you were grabbing something to go to war with, you would probably be okay with your PSA. If there was if there was a way to upgrade to better products, sure, maybe. But chances are is that the fucking people that are making the parts that you got already that you may want, like Rich upgrading his PSA BCGs for Toolcraft BCGs, that are probably made all in the same factory.
Yeah, but they're not nickel bull run.
Rich's stream looks like 56.6K dial up. I think
Really?
It's weird. It kind of goes in and out. Okay, now it just kind of it's like when you move. The PSA Rock smokes the FN57. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what you're gonna make me fucking puke, dude, because it keeps adjusting when you do that. There we go, much better. Oh no, don't kick from studio. I went to go add you back and I almost clicked kick from studio. I did not mean to do that. So I'd be curious to see what kind of longevity the PSA Rock has compared to the FN57, because the FN57 was originally made, for military.
I can't afford to tell you that.
Yeah, I think most people can't, except we could hit up your boy Full Auto J, tell him and Mr. Wilkes to run like 100,000 rounds of 5.7 through their full auto. That's what they need to do. They have a full auto FN57. They need to get a full auto PSA Rock. No, so the Jackal is dope. I've been wanting that for literally the last 2 years. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. And the thing is right now at PSA, if you want a link, holler at me. You could get an MP5 for under $1,000
What's the code?
with a code.
AP5.
And if you want to help out the channel, you know what I'm saying, I can send you a link. You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. But
Or
with,
I could send you a link, and you could help me out.
or
Screw
Rich can.
him.
You can help him out. Yeah, he could come on my channel talking about his links.
I come on your channel for nothing.
Sure.
I don't charge you. I don't
Hey,
charge
you
you
can
like
do
I
it.
charge Crumb.
If I don't think you charge him, I think he pays you. That's two different things. But if you did a stream, I could even come on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to, for free. I would do that for free. But that's the thing, for about the same price, you could get an MP5 made on HK tooling, or a 5.56 Jackal with bufferless setup. That's different applications, right? Different guns for different applications. But honestly, I'd be open to get both, and I've been tempted to get both, and I've been very tempted recently to get the MP5 and the Jackal. All right, let me get some nicotine, and then we're gonna crush this fucking topic here.
So if I'm getting my wife, what's Sabar doing? Sabar, are you moving cocaine through the border? We know nobody does cocaine anymore. It's all fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl's way cheaper. And don't do drugs either. What's up, Sabar?
Don't do drugs. It leaves more for the rest of us.
Yeah. Damien Christ, what's up, brother?
What is Danny Meatball's logo or icon on Instagram? Oh, it's a Lego man with nods.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was sheep. Like, you kind of look at it, I thought it was a sheep.
What?
Like, I don't know. That's what I thought, initially. Like, quickly. Look what Danny Meatballs is making.
I'm going to guess those aren't cookies. Those are meatballs. Is he actually making meatballs? He's actually making meatballs. Okay, so Sabar said he's stuck in Mexico. Did you escape jail?
Is he running from the government?
I heard. Well, they don't have government in Mexico. I heard that jails are just made out of like wood and nails out there, so they're pretty easy to escape from.
So if you run real hard, you just go through the wall.
I guess so. My recent.
I heard this story a while ago, but I don't know why it's posted here like it's news. But there was a New Jersey man that shot at a seagull that took his funnel cake in Atlantic City.
Okay, so funny thing, that was like just a few months after me and my family were literally out there in Jersey, and my wife was saying all this shit like, why you gotta carry a gun? Carrying a gun in Jersey is a whole bunch of da-da-da-da, right? And then we leave. I pull up that story. I'm like, look, on the boardwalk. Okay, so this guy is on the boardwalk, and Jersey is like a no-go with carrying guns, like, at all, unless you're dark,
Dude, look, I was driving through New Jersey. You know where I left my guns?
Over here. No, but literally on the boardwalk that me and my family with my 5-year-old, where we just were, this dude gets a funnel cake, right? And apparently a seagull wanted the funnel cake more than he did and like took it, and it was right on the ground of the boardwalk, like eating it as funnel cake. So he pulls out a handgun and starts firing shots off. I'm going to guess it was a high point. It could have been a Glock. I'm not sure. No, I'm kidding. Not many options in Jersey.
Well, I kind of pictured the seagull swooped in, grabbed his funnel cake, and flew off. Not like it was eating it on the ground. But, I mean, could have been.
Yes, we carry everywhere.
But,
so that's
but
actually
then again,
what I'm talking about.
You know what? Freaking some bird takes some animal, I don't care what it is, they take my funnel cake. You know what? It's yours now. I don't
I'm
want it back.
definitely, yeah, I'm not getting it back. Dude, there's been times where like my daughter takes a bite of shit and I see like these like spit strings come out. I'm like, oh hell no, you can have that shit. I'm not one of those parents that's like, oh, we're sharing a lollipop
All
or
right,
a
the
popsicle.
grossest thing I've ever seen in my life, and yes, my mom did it also. Like they lick a napkin and then rub your face. Is like
Oh yeah, no,
spitting by proxy is never okay, even if it's
nope,
family.
nope. Yeah, you're not doing that shit. Definitely not doing that shit to me. Yeah, don't
Ooh,
fucks with it.
see, I'm not used to being on your show. I'm used to being on Crumpy's show where I can just click on Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms and just post it.
1776 supply code. Yo, fuck a funnel cake stealing seagull. You just missed us talking about
Ooh.
your lower
We're
parts
just
kit,
making love
slide parts kits,
to these fine parts kids.
and flip it on the other side and show the ejection port side of that. Yeah, dude, the lines on that barrel are fire. Hold on, let me see. So like,
Ooh.
and then show the flush crown on it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. That
Oh
thing
yeah.
is fire. I would grab and show mine. I have the same barrel, but I would actually have to handle a piece if I did that. So my lower parts. There we go. And it's dope too. If you got a cut on the top of your shit, it's got like a flat. It's like kind of a what octagonal. I think it's an
Hmm?
octagon. And it's flat at the top. So I have that barrel in a rook slide, and it's got that thin cut up top. So you just see like
Yep.
this kind of flat gold in there. It's sick.
Am I
Um,
doing a good band of white here?
you're
Is
doing
that
great. You're doing great. Let's cover up your hands a little bit. There you go.
yes? You don't see my hands or me.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So we gave up a little bit of insider info. We told people that some of the parts inside your pots kits are
The made in Mexico parts kits you're talking about?
yeah, the ones that none of you guys should go buy.
Sabar's getting the one Sabar's picking up now.
Oh yeah, by the way, for anyone that didn't see that, he said he's stuck in Tijuana, so I wish you the best.
Yeah. I'm not
Um,
going to tell Tijuana stories.
yeah,
I've
no.
never been there. I only friends of mine that have been there tell Tijuana stories. So
Yeah, the ones that never came back. No, I think he's dead ass serious though. I think he's literally stuck in Tijuana. Um, so wishing you the best. And okay, so now what I was saying is that some of the parts kits have shadow systems parts in them, so they're fucking Gucci. And they may not all have, what I don't want to speak for the company, but some of them do have shadow systems parts in them. So they've been some of the best lower parts kits that I've used, short of OEM. They're literally right up there with OEM. Yep, there you go. Okay, now some of the things that Donkey shows stories. Oh, it's legal there. Oh, he works for Winnie the Pooh. Don't expose me. Don't expose anything out there. Okay, so something I wanted to talk about tonight. I think this is really important. Okay, so you guys know, well, Rich, I'll let you take it away. How do I end my streams every time I close out a stream? What do I say?
be kind to rewind.
And that's it. And we're out, folks. Just
And
kidding.
I keep thinking about that scene from Men in Black where they open the locker and there's all the little guys, little aliens in the locker.
Yeah, I can say clearly you've been paying attention. No, so uh, username Donkey. Dude, I don't know what kind of convos you guys are having in the chat. Y'all are off the chain. What? Oh
Well,
my
Ting
god.
Ting keeps asking about how my dog is, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't want to say the rest. But
You hot dog?
Yeah.
Murphy's Law says I need a 1776 Supply Co. lower parts kit for my G26 build. Oh, dude, I totally missed this. Okay, my bad. I'm such a dirtbag. So, dang, Crypto Pirate sent me $15 on Cash App. Bro, thank you.
Nice.
And what was the message? So Crypto Pirate
So
is
give it to Rich.
on
You
Crypto
said give it to
Pirate is
Rich.
on Odyssey. So go on Odyssey, look up Crypto Pirate. He's got a channel. Fucking show some love. All right. Love doggy. Your love doggy. She wants to know how's your love doggy, not your doggy.
So this is my first dog. The dog is old, and it just sleeps most 23 and a half hours a day, and I just love the stupid dog.
I don't think she was talking about your dog. I mean, she
Oh.
literally
Oh.
says, "Oh, women die that way." Hold on. No. Where'd it go? Love doggy. Moving on. So, hey, Oliver, what's up, man? Oh, hold up. Oh my God, bro. Okay, so Come Out in PLA sends me a Cash App, $15.01. I just wanted to beat out Crypto Pirate. Dude, thank you, man. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Dude, you guys are so fucking gracious and giving. I love it. You guys are awesome. Now, one thing, getting back to the ending, right? So the end is near. Beware. But aside from that, the ending of the show, every single time I end a show, I end it the same way. I say, rule number 1, blah 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 blah. Rule number 2, blah blah blah. Right? Rule number 3, yada yada yada. Y'all know it. You know the thing. Does that sound familiar? You know the thing. So I was like, you know what? Let's literally just go through and come up with like dark rules. And like obviously I've already shared that rule number 47 is always carry a knife. I mean, that's really important. There's definitely
Is
a
this going to be
rule.
like the Ferengi rules of acquisition?
No.
Oh.
It's also not going to be about the 240 rules of using micro reflectors in an atomic bomb.
Oh.
That'd be dangerous. Plus,
I thought we were doing like a Christmas show today. We're just going to show like cute cat and dog videos.
we could do that too. Or we could show that you can make an OTF karambit from Tacknives. This is the D2 steel version. Look at that. Look at that
I need that.
Look at that gentle curve. Look at that gentle curve. Sorry, gentle curve. It's just so cool, like holding it like this, and it's like a freaking tiger claw, like a fucking tiger claw, and then swoop, and it just swoops back up in there, right? That's sick. And if you use code DARK at Tacknives, you save 20% off. Hold on.
Is there a Dark Rule 69?
There is actually. It's never used protection. Hold on. Okay, sorry.
I'm not going to tell whose comment I'm laughing at because I don't want to encourage them.
I mean, you got to, otherwise it looks very, very weird.
No, this one I'm just not going to tell who I'm laughing at because I don't want to encourage them.
I identify as a dog face pony soldier. Let's see. Rule number 2, don't lick said finger after sticking it in your orifices. Ladies love that gentle curve. Yes. Okay, so I think there's a couple things. So like, first off, carrying a gun has to be one of the rules.
Oh, wait, I got to stop you right now. I can't believe I spent like, I don't know, 15 grand with JSD Supply and all I get is a beanie for Christmas. Jeez, guys.
Hold on. You
I'm
got a
teasing.
beanie for Christmas? It's like
You
that
didn't get a
moment
beanie?
in We're the Millers when she's like, I can't believe I'm only getting 100 grand for this. She's like, you're getting 100 grand, I'm getting 5 grand. And then the kid is like, you guys are getting paid for this? It's like, yeah, you're the only one not getting paid for this. Why is it spicy? Ace Chanderson. Ace Chanderson. Welcome to the show. Whip, 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 whip. Sorry.
I
Okay.
mean,
All right.
I thought I'd at least get a card signed by Jordan Finrow, you know?
Sure. Rule number 1: don't talk about Dark Club, dude. It's all right. Look, all right. It's kind of funny. Okay.
Rule number 1, don't have Rich on your show because he'll sidetrack you.
Well, no. Rule number 1 is don't have Rich on your show. Rule number 2 is if you have Rich on, don't call it a show. Call it a conversation between two pals. Why my girl? Okay, not reading that one. Not Thirsty Colt. Come on, bro. How you gonna disappear for a year and come back with shit like that? Why my girl pee on me while we segs? Is this bad? Yeah, that yeah.
So is this stream still monetized? Is that?
I'm not even looking. I don't even want to look. You get pink eye that way. Okay, so rule number 3, if you guys notice when I do this, I say rule number 1 is to be kind, right? It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else, it could have a massive impact on their life, right? Rule number 2 is live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed. A hand that's open to give is open to receive, yada, yada, yada. That's the way the world works, right? But then I say number 3. I usually don't say rule number 3 because it's kind of not a rule and it's kind of 2 parts. So I say number 3, we know that the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. So I would say rule number 3 is, sorry, I may be peeking here. Sorry, y'all. Let me know if you guys can hear me, okay? Let me know. Let's try this. So I say after that, make sure you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, right? And then also after that, I say, be safe, be dangerous, and don't go ass to mouth. He said ass to mouth. Ass to mouth. No, that was breath cancha. You definitely got to be a FUD. Rule number 34 is never use a Glock 19 slide on a 26 frame. Yes, you can, but you shouldn't, right? You can, but you shouldn't. Dude, y'all are going so fucking hard tonight in the comments. What's up, Print Bunny? Good to see you. That sound was gospel. Oh man. Bass to trout. Yeah. Don't eat the booty like groceries. Oh my god. Dude, you guys are nuts. You guys are nuts. You guys are nutsack. Or rule 35, not 34. There isn't a rule number 35 because that's a 40 cal. So rip that
Hold
one
on,
right
can you
out
click
there.
on Print Bunny again? Because she's cute.
Dude, that's
I'm not going to get in trouble, am I? Does that mean I'm not going to get what I ordered from Knuckles if I keep doing it?
Luckily, somebody else probably processed that order. If you see an immediate refund of all,
I didn't pay.
all
I didn't
payments,
pay.
you will.
I
Slurp it
will.
up. Oh.
Oh, in his rule number 11, don't buy people free Slurpees on free Slurpee Day.
That's got to be in there somewhere. That's definitely got to be in there somewhere. Yeah, dude, y'all, I'm like totally taken aback by the kind of conversations y'all have. I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm just saying. Okay, so one of the things we were talking about was like, okay, one of the things I say is do you need to stop making those sounds because it's very
Well,
loud in my
I'm just comparing my. Oh my god, that parts kit
I'm gonna compare your mute
from
button in a second.
1776 is so much better. That LPK from
Yeah, no,
1776
those
is so much better.
yeah, those parts kits are dope. Oh, fucking low battery. God damn it. Fuck this low battery. PLA is the
What do you got
greatest human
PLA
for
say?
that comment. He said, "What happened to Trophy Trout?" I'm not getting in the middle of this. I didn't leave that up on purpose. Okay, so rule number 1776. Oh man, this is remember when we like had conversations about like stuff we were gonna do on stream and then like we did them.
None of them.
Yeah, that's kind of
None of
how it
what we
works.
planned.
Yeah, it's good. I
How
mean,
we said we're going to be deliberate with streams from now on in the future. So each stream is going to have a purpose. It's going to serve the needs of the viewer.
yeah, it's gonna be a topic. It's gonna, provide value. And now we're talking about, jerking off.
Fart jokes.
PC load letter. What the fuck does that mean? I need a new father. My previous one has left me. Yo. Oh, dang.
I'm not touching that one.
Some say he still hasn't cleaned his couch. Oop.
You're a little behind me.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it at all.
I'm not
Always
touching
be
it.
kind. Nope. Okay. Let me get my bats. That means batteries in e-cig lingo. All right.
I thought you're getting like the little aluminum bat that you have in your car. That's the flashlight.
It's all the way in my car. It's all the way in my car.
You don't park in your garage? It'd be nice if you parked in your garage when it was, 30 degrees out.
Oh, sure. No, I actually, it's funny. I
Mike
cleaned out my
Honcho, how's it going, homeboy? I haven't talked to. Have you talked to Mike Honcho on the phone in a while? I haven't talked to him in like a month.
I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks, probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
I bet I haven't talked to him in a month. I called him. He picked up one day, but he didn't say anything. I think he was sleeping.
Bots for no gun zones, or for gun-free zones, I guess. Put some goddamn paper in it. Rule number 49.
Last time I talked to Matt. All right, anybody want to guess? Last time I talked. No, that's
47.
all right. It's been a month because last time I called Matt, he picked up, and I think he rolled back over and fell asleep.
Wow.
That was December 1st, and before that, it was November 17th.
Then you know what we have to do right now? We have to do this right
Call
now.
Matt.
Okay, hold on. Nope. We don't have to call Matt. What we have to do is we have to make a poll on my live chat and ask people here to contribute their opinion. Okay, hold on. All right, guys, don't forget to fucking like this shit because otherwise my
All
channel.
right, wait, hold on. Ting Ting's got a boyfriend. That's my heart's broken now.
Okay, hang on. So live chat. Okay, so I can start a poll. And I'm going to start a poll of how many people actually give a fuck about when you spoke to CRS Firearms last. Dang it. It won't let me start a poll. I thought I could start a poll if I was a moderator. Oh, man, that would have been funny. I should have just shut up. I mean, obviously, we love CRS Firearms. And actually, he did a Jesus was already here and he has left us. Oh my God.
Like on the stream? On this?
Probably.
Are we talking this stream?
He's probably talking like on this internet browser world. Jesus was here and he has left us.
Oh, I totally messed up then.
Hop on the poll. I should have just expected that one.
that was coming. I when you said never mind, I'm just not going to go there.
Now that you bring it
So-
up, I want to know. Don't know the rule.
Oh, you know, dang old Matt has got the question I was going to ask Mike Honcho is how much snow did he get? And I'm betting the road that Matt's on, they don't plow until last.
4 to 5 feet?
No, that's inches. Inches.
Oh, they look
The
like
double. The double is inches. The single is feet.
I never would have known if you didn't clarify that. When it's small, it looked like one large one, one very large one.
When it's small?
Yeah, when it's small, it looks very large. Inches. Jesus left a gallon of gas and a pack of matches. He also left a Bible. It's up to you what to do. Wow. Y'all are cold.
Buffalo got 4 feet.
I don't know why it's not letting me make a fucking poll. This is crazy.
Oh.
Okay, I think I know what you meant by that, but your dock, like your dock where you park your boat. Yeah. I'm gonna fill up my car and light a cig for the road. Oh, yikes. Okay, so we've talked about a couple things recently, right? You know, we've talked about the Raul Mendez incident like 100 times, and I don't have a date for him to get back on the show, so we'll see. Maybe if all of you comment on his Instagram. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that to you guys, but if I hit him back, he'd probably set up another date, but we just haven't circled.
All right. So Ron Bear says it's the best drift weather. It is the best drift weather if you didn't get like warm road and a thin layer of ice, like just micro ice on top of the pavement, because that'll totally F you up.
If you don't care about regaining traction, then yeah, very good drift weather. Yeah, daggers are dope. Hey, nothing against daggers, nothing against PSA, dude. When people hit me up like, hey, what should I get? And I'm asking about budget and shit. I'm like, yo, PSA. I have no problem with PSA. I bought a bunch of PSA shit. I'm on PSA right now. I got PSA links in here. I got PSA stuff. I got PSA stuff in my PSA cart. I fucks with PSA. Hey, PSA. I fucks with PSA. Get it? Like public service announcement. I fuck with Palmetto State Armory. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. If you didn't hear what I was saying, I fuck with PSA. PSA is dope. You know how dope I think PSA is? That's how dope I think it is. And how in the fuck 66 people are watching this? Okay, there we go. 63. Okay. All right. So we had a few that were like, fuck.
Now we're down to 60 here.
I had a viewer send me something today, okay? And they shot me an Instagram mic drop. They shot me a message on Instagram and they were like, yo, I sent you something. And I was like, wow, that was so kind. You actually took the time to send something to 42-395 Ryan Road, Suite 112, Box 186, Ashburn, Virginia, 20148. That was so kind. So they took the time to send something to DLD Hardware's address. Or, yeah, DLD Hardware. It's kind of DLD Warehouse and DLD Hardware, right? And you know what it was? It was, I don't know if this person wants me to call them out. So unless they're out there, I'm not going to say who it is. Hey, Wesley Foster. What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. It's this little guy. You know what this little guy is? Here, let me shine a light on it. You know what this little guy is? Rich thought it was a Glock switch. It's not a Glock switch. Please, God, ATF, don't come in. I don't have any dogs, so you can only kill me. This is not a Glock switch. This is a mini shell converter for a shotgun. So,
well, what's it convert? How does that work?
So you put it in, and basically it forces you to short stroke your shotgun.
Oh, okay.
A doorstop. So it converts your shotgun to see, safety haba knows. It converts your shotgun to be able to shoot mini shells. So it basically forces you to short stroke your shotgun, so you don't accidentally load two of them and all that shit. Well, you really can't, but so you don't induce malfunctions by shooting shorter ammunition. So
So
this
if you
gives
had a
me.
safety harbor keg, you
Mhm.
could put what, six of the short shells in one of those?
Maybe 6. If it's like a 2+1, you'll probably get like 4, maybe
Yeah.
5, in there. Probably 4, 5
Oh.
plus 1, something like that. I'd say either 4+1 or 5+1. Um,
Now, is that 3D printed or what? What is that?
no, so this is, from a company called Opsol, OPSOL. So Oscar, Papa, Sierra, and then a little Oscar, Lima. And this is a dope way to increase your capacity nearly twofold, 9 to 12 in some. Nice. So I have this is before I learned about Safety Harbor's KEG or KEG or that thing. I have a Remington Serbu Super Shorty. It's a 6.5-inch barrel, 2+1. Now, for me, you can put 2+1 of 3 inchers in there. So I could put 3 15 pellet shotgun shells in there. Tiny ass little guy, 6.5-inch barrel, 2+1, but shooting 3 inchers out of a shotgun that small with no stock. I mean, it's just straight pistol grip with a little foldable vertical grip on it. Holy shit. That thing is a beast. But every time you pull the trigger, it's basically like dumping an entire Glock magazine downrange just by pulling the trigger. I actually can't believe that these, total fucking leftist extremists, crazies, haven't tried to go after shotguns. You know, it's kind of
Because they
crazy.
don't know what one is. All they know is AR-15s are bad.
Yeah, shotguns are used for like hunting and stuff, and the Second Amendment is just about hunting, right? It's not about protecting yourself from tyranny. I prefer long strokes. No way. No way, bro. No way. No way. No way. No way. Okay. You know how like when Crump says like, "Oh, you'll never guess something something," and then he like never says, like, he keeps stuff from
Secret?
yeah, keep secrets from viewers and shit, and they're all like,
Yeah.
What happened? What? Tell me, Dark. What is it? What happened?" And it's like one of those moments where like I can't say what it is, but something like big just happened like right now. But if you stick around for like about a minute or two, you may see something crazy going on. Okay, just bear with me. Stay in the room. If you just guys, we just had a couple
I don't
people
even know.
join us. Stay here because you may see some fucking exclusive ass happening right here on this fucking stream, bro.
I didn't get a text.
You did not get a text. Only Dark did. Yes, they do have this. This is for the 590. I believe it works for the 590 and the 500. Imagine a pump 40 millimeter Hornet's Nest times 5, or even a +2 tube for real. Supply Co says, "What's happening?" Well, MGB is coming on. Oh shit. No, it's not MGB. Um, man, they're banning pretty much all
Dark, tell me
citizen
what I'm thinking.
behavior
Tell
of
me what I'm
shooting.
thinking.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. I wasn't talking or reading a comment from one of our loved
Tell me what I'm
viewers.
thinking.
What are you thinking?
Tell me what I'm thinking. Never mind.
You're
Not that funny.
thinking this. Take my money. Hey, N1663R. Good to see you.
No, it's the other joke we make about 11 times a day.
Oh yeah. I know what you're thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a very, very, very long time, you have not seen this individual on a live stream for over a year. I would like to introduce and reintroduce Pimp Hand Strong Mike Concho.
What's up, dude?
No way. No freaking
Yo,
way.
let me guess. You did not tell Sugar Tits you're doing this.
Oh no, she's pissed.
Dude.
But
Hold on, I'll call it right now.
Obviously, ground rules absolutely nothing about the case.
We will not talk
Don't
about the
even
case
ask.
at all. I will not ask you for any update at all. Please, God, No, I'm kidding. We will not talk about the case at all whatsoever. Cross my heart, hope to die.
But look, if hypothetically, no, I'm not going to say it. Dude,
Yeah.
the other day I called you, you picked up. I don't know if you're taking a nap or something, but you never answered.
I could have been. I've been really, really, really sick lately. Like,
You sound-
Oh no.
You sound like you got a little something going on there.
I woke up this morning. I was trying to talk. My voice was just squeaks.
Squeaks, like the dry squeaks.
It's like totally gone.
I have to just say for everyone in here real quick, ladies and gentlemen, CRS Firearms.
You gotta do Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
I could probably do that, and oh no shit. Hey, so Murphy's Law says CRS. I've never been in a stream with this dude. So CRS and I used to do streams like once every other week.
I know how we started.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that is literally how we started. Me,
Well, you started. I mean,
well, that's true. I mean, how us as a
dude, you want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
All right, so fucking, you know how I got demonetized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently, if you don't get remonetized within 50 days, they refund your paycheck back too. So, like,
What?
October, November, December, maybe I'll be making money back in January and get a paycheck by like February 1st.
So do they automatically monetize you, or how does that
No,
work?
I'm not monetized yet still.
So you're not monetized, but they're refunding you?
Yeah, the money I already earned, they're refunding it back to the advertisers. Because they were sitting on a paycheck because I got demonetized right at the end of a month. So everything I earned in October got refunded back.
To the advertisers? So not
I never
to you.
heard of that.
Yeah, not me.
Wow.
Okay, I thought this was a good thing. I thought you were saying that you were going to get paid.
No, not a good thing.
No way.
Oh, it's been rough. But yeah, so hopefully before January, I'll get monetized again, and then I'll be back on the grind.
Bro, okay. I'm sorry. You have to forgive me because when I first heard you say this, I thought you were saying like, hey, great news. I'm getting paid for that lapse of time. So my apologies.
Yeah,
I completely misunderstood.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Yes.
So I gotta diversify my income because this is getting hard. Like, you'll go, and then they'll be like,
so are you going to be driving to Uber Eats? So, people in Coloma call up Uber Eats. They're going to have, Matt drop it off their pizza.
No, I ordered a whole bunch of patches, so hopefully I can do okay on those.
Oh,
just to supplement and diversify it.
So that's really fucked up, man, because it's like they silenced you. I mean, before and tell me to shut up if depending on my first sentence here, but part of your conditions for can I keep going?
Yeah, we'll just go on a different topic.
Okay, so how's the weather out there?
Oh, we got like 4 to 5 inches of snow. It was insane too because it rained first, so there's glare ice underneath it. I was like trying to skate out to the mailbox, but when you put
oh my god,
snow on top of ice, it slides really easy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
So let me just say this: it's kind of fucked up because you're restricted on the ability to make content, and when you find a way to come back and make content and bring in income, they're like, oh shit, he's making content. Stop it. Stop the income right now.
I mean, I
It's
don't
like,
want to put
man,
on my tinfoil hat or anything, but yeah, I have the same suspicions.
yeah, and I'm look, I don't
Oh
believe this is
shoot!
anything other than YouTube, right? What?
No, I know what Matt's saying there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I honestly feel like this is just YouTube taking advantage of an opportunity.
No, I had all my social media go under assault like all at the same time, like right down to my private Facebook page.
I mean, look, all of us are being
That's
watched through our
crazy.
cell phones and social media. Actually, I had a viewer, and if that viewer out there, you know who you are, thank you, send me a video today that was incredibly disturbing. I mean, this broke down every single way that your phone is spying on you. Holy shit. Like, it is terrifying. I'll send you guys a video, right? And but not only that, we know that we're all being watched in all ways, no matter what. And then the moment that something happens that puts more eyes on you, more purposeful eyes, of course, other things like that are going to happen. So, I'm sorry to hear that. How can we help?
Oh no, nothing. We can't do anything. I'm just in
We
limbo
pimp
right
your
now.
patches.
If you want, that'd be great. But they're
Now,
not even here yet.
you still have. All right, so wait, there are ways we can help Matt. One,
Yeah,
we buy
you still
shit on
have.
Amazon. You click on your Amazon link and then go buy your stuff. Buy
Honestly,
any
though,
stuff that we normally
without
buy.
me dropping a viral video and getting like 10,000 people to shop on there at once, because you get like 1% of the sale. So I mean, it takes a lot of shopping for that to go anywhere. It goes somewhere, but I mean, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
They'd have to order like $30,000 worth of shit tonight to make a difference.
Yeah. That's tough, man. I mean, it's.
Do you still
so
have a
tough.
Gibson Go going?
No, I shut all that down.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
As soon
Okay,
as
so
I got
that's the
back
other
on my
thing I was
feet, I
going to bring up.
just cut it off because I didn't want to ask for money if I didn't need it, and I don't want to start one up again because that's hard to do. Like it's.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to ask people for support when you're used to providing value to them through videos and shit like that.
Good news. So I learned that if you have multiple channels, only the particular one they're talking about gets demonetized. So like,
Okay.
I wish my car channel was more of an earner, but that one's totally fine. Didn't touch it. It still was able to go through my AdSense. I still got paid like normal. So that.
Well, I liked your commentary video. That was always fun.
I just couldn't. I couldn't get that to nail down right. It was always missing something. It didn't have the
car crash compilation commentaries. I was loving it.
Plus, I instantly started fighting with people because people started copywriting it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not like the creators who actually made the video, but I guess there's like certain, I'm not going to mention their name, but they just buy up like in bulk everybody's little videos.
Kind of like hogging things virally.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah, they just buy up any video somebody drops on YouTube. So they own they have a monopoly on it.
Yeah.
So chances are if you're using somebody's clip, somebody already paid for it and owns it.
Yeah, and you're basically, by buying something like that, you're paying for effectively YouTube's very, very expensive high-level algorithm to comb through your shit for you and then pay you ad revenue.
Yep.
So you don't even have to put out content. You just have to own it.
The 5 videos I dropped, 2 of them got hit. And they started collecting the ad revenue, even though I'm just a little guy. But if a whole bunch of little guys do it and one of the videos just so happens to go viral, I mean, that pays for everything they paid for. It's not a bad strategy. I was actually thinking about doing it myself. Like, man, if I could just buy up all these videos.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Let me ask you this though. So you were around in the very beginning. I mean, the literal beginning, when we were just doing an audio podcast and we talked, and I believe I sent you a super chat like 2 years ago, and you were like, dude, you guys got to get on YouTube, right? And I was like, I've been trying to push the guys to get on YouTube. And Sorry, Virginia, man, that's funny. I have 91 subscribers, and I'm pretty sure half are feds. So,
With multiple accounts. It's one Fed with multiple accounts.
yeah. So we went ahead, started a channel, and you were there in the very beginning. I mean, you were there for the first time ever that we were on a live stream together, and that we were on a stream together. And you've been literally watching this channel from the very beginning to where it was then to where it is now. Share your thoughts as a professional YouTuber. Share your thoughts in the progression of the channel and where I have opportunities to improve, and we'll see what.
And don't hold back.
Say
Be brutal.
Yeah, don't hold back.
Oh, in the beginning, it was pretty cringe.
Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
just gonna come out and say it.
I mean, I
your
couldn't
camera was down here, so you could like see up your nose and shit, and your audio was terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You've honestly come a long way. You're past the point where I can help you. Like you're already on your own, and if you stay.
I don't know if that's good. I'm past the point you can help me.
Well, it's like working out. Like the beginning of it, like that's how trainers and shit get popular, because getting somebody to hear, just a little bit of guidance, the right motivation, boom, anybody can hit it. It's going from here where you plateau to up to here where it takes your own special love, and it all comes down to you. If you want it to go there, it will go there. You know what's holding you back. You know where your improvements are.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I think a huge, I guess a big piece like to the growth of this channel has been in the Sunday. You know, the audio. I'm just saying, like, if I wanted to beatbox right now, I could. Okay. No, I mean it's cool having a mic, man. Shout out to my fama member that got me this shit, man. It's somebody else that believed in me, and honestly, you were there hardcore in the beginning, and you helped out a lot. And people may not know how much you were helping out behind closed doors, right? Like I would do a stream, and then you'd call me afterwards and be like, "Dude, like you did this." Don't do this.
I said, it's like when somebody's working out and like you see them bend over and use their back to pick something up, and you're like, "The fuck are you doing?" like getting somebody up to where they plateau. That's pretty. You could do that from the outside. Going past that's something only you could do.
Yeah. What are you wearing on your feet right now? You have socks, shoes, slippers.
Slippers.
Could you show your feet for Thirsty Colt?
Nope, but I'll show you my slipper.
Got your ass.
Slides? You're wearing slides?
Yeah.
You're wearing. You got 5 inches of snow, and you're wearing slides.
I was literally laying in bed, and I'm like, dude, I just gotta jump on the stream because, like, isolating and shit, that's just bad for you.
Yeah,
talking, like, they're respectful. I'll just put down the ground rules, babe. She's like, no, don't go. I'm like, I have to. I gotta fucking jump.
Well, look, I mean, we be respectful of anyone that came on the show, but we care about you, like in real actual life. We care about you as an individual, and we want you to be good, and safe, and not in trouble. So, it's so let's talk about something else. What are some things in the industry?
You'll know when you find what your channel needs. You'll just hit it, and it'll boom, that video is snapping. You're like, whoa, there it is.
Yeah.
You have a big enough
audience. You mean like stealing other people's audio and making videos with it? Is that what you're saying?
You're pointing on the wrong side.
No, it's him.
Oh.
Yeah, he stole my audio and made like 30 videos.
But you'll know it when you find it. You'll hit it, like the thumbnail will be on point. Your viewers will suck it up, and all of a sudden you'll just see a whole bunch of comments from people you don't recognize. There it is, right there.
Yep,
I appreciate that, man.
Cookie cutter, repeat.
Yeah.
See, I think you have a crazy talent because you really were the first one that started talking to me about, like, all right, you got to do this on your thumbnail, this on your title. It's like you really started, great coaching, definitely great coaching, and I totally appreciate it.
An expert coach can take you past the plateau. Though. I'm just good. I can get you to your plateau. Somebody that's really knowledgeable, they can take you past that.
Yeah.
I can't
Facts.
do that.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I think like every single thing you've ever done has helped me, the channel, and all of us. And you care, like you care when Mitch does something, you call him. When I do something, or and Crump and all that. So we appreciate that, man. We do.
Totally. Yep.
I enjoy it.
Now, what about the industry, the firearms industry? Like, what are some things recently that you see that you find interesting, or anything that you see that you want to purchase in the future, or anything at all?
All the real names for guns are gone off of Call of Duty. I'm assuming this has something to do with the Daniel defense trials. But you go on there and they just got weird ass names. You know what the gun is? That's a Scar Heavy. And it's like the SWJ.
I heard about that. I heard about that. I heard that that a lot of people think that's because the anti-gun, crazies had basically been like, okay, Call of Duty is like, um, I don't want to say it the way they do, but basically like instilling violence into these teens, right? And they're saying if we take away the realism of like, I love the M4, I love the Scar 17S, I love the like the FNP 90 or whatever, and kind of take it away from being something real and make it something fictional, that may change. Like so much more needs to change. There's so much more fucked up societally than the name of firearms on Call of Duty, right?
You're right.
But I think
there's already 100 viral videos. What is the SMWJ whatever in real life? Like it's got like 1 million views. I'm like,
oh no way! Oh, there's an opportunity there.
I already missed it. If I would have caught on to that right away, every day I would have been like poof, 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 just pumping them out. But
so Fish says that it's just trademark licensing, nothing more. But I thought other companies were in on this with Call of Duty. Like they would be proud to have their stuff featured in the games.
Yeah, FN, and I think it was Black Ops or something like that paid large sums of money for their guns to be in there.
I mean, shit. You guys remember when the FN45 with the Osprey, can, when that came out, dude. So I worked at a gun shop during that time. When that game came out, I have never seen more random ass non-gun owning motherfuckers running here like
that one.
Yeah, I want FMJs in that motherfucker. I'm like, you mean you want target ammo? You want the ammo you waste.
The games don't pay the manufacturers. The manufacturers pay them large sums of money to have their guns in there.
Maybe it flipped. Maybe, I mean, I'm sure once upon a time, people like were watching movies like, man, if we could only have a bottle of Coke in a movie, in a real movie theater. And then like 10 years later, they're like, I don't know.
Take just normal TV, for example. I was just watching Dexter. He was sitting on a Smith & Wesson stool. When's the last time you've seen a gun-branded product inside of a movie or a TV show? You just don't.
Yeah, it's rare.
They attacked it like cigarette campaigns.
Yeah. I mean, there is still like shit. I mean, the first 48. I actually got it. Okay, so the first 48. I don't know if anybody out there. I used to watch it like crazy, right? The first 48. There was one episode where this dude, they're in, I think, Memphis or like Orange Mound or somewhere in Texas like that. That's like hood, right? And they find a guy dead. And then they found somebody like at the barbershop, and then they brought him in for questioning. And then they were like, all right, who did what, whatever. And they find this guy and they track him down. And they say, okay, so-and-so had a gun and he said he killed him. And it was a gray, forgive me, 40. It was a 40 cal. And he was like, yeah, he ditched the gun in this like, random field. So they go to this vacant lot, this field where this apparent 40 caliber has been chucked and abandoned. And then they find it and they pick it up, and it is indeed a gray 40. It is a Smith & Wesson Sigma with a gray frame and a stainless slide. And the first time I saw that color combination was on that show, and I was like, oh my God, gray and chrome looks so fucking dope together. So I went out and I had a Glock 32 in 357 SIG, and I had them. I had Ford's Custom Gun Refinishing in Florida repolish the whole fucking slide and barrel to brush chrome, and I had this other company Cerakote it a flat like matte gray, and he was like, "Man, this is a dope color combo." And it's funny because when I asked him to do the work, he was like, "It's not going to look good. I wouldn't do that. It's not going to look good." When it came out and it was all done, he was like, "Bro, that shit is fire." And I was like, "Yeah, I got the idea off of a murder weapon." I made him aware of it though. Yes, I know. So Farmer James says, "Fun times with builders." We are weird like that, right? Like how many fucking blue guns can I have? But gray and chrome though. Anybody out there? Your next build, stainless, like regular ass plain fucking stainless slides, right? Or get a stainless slide from Supply Co or something like that. Get a gray polymer 80 frame. Fire, pure fire.
What people should do right now is buy all the ammo they can. I can't, so I actually notice how much is available, and it is everywhere.
Yeah, and the price is mostly reasonable. Looking at like the
Good
stories,
point, man.
the last 3 years has told us the price is mostly reasonable right now.
And what if Biden gets elected again? You think that shit's gonna stay cheap? Nope.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be gone. Did your heat just turn on?
Yep.
That shit sounds like a fucking blowtorch, bro. What kind of mic you got?
Well, it's 8 feet away from him.
Well, I'm not saying anything bad. I was just saying.
What, you mean you haven't been in Matt's basement, you know?
It's called Blue.
Oh, okay. The Blue Yeti.
Makes me
Blue Yeti.
break down with some aqua.
Yeah.
You know what I realized is I've been to like everybody's house. I've been to your house, Nart, been to Matt's house. I'm like the ultimate stalker.
You ate Wagyu at my house.
Yep,
Oh,
that was good shit.
You ate 75
Yeah,
eggs.
Matt cooked for me.
Yeah,
I drank his beers, ate his steak.
I cook for my daughter.
Wait,
what movie was that? That was Vacation Friends? What was the movie we
I
watched?
think it was called Vacation Friends. This tastes like cocaine. It's because it is. Because they took margaritas and instead of putting salt on the rim, they put cocaine on the rim.
Oh my god,
And
that's
then
terrible.
like, this salt tastes funny.
That shit's funny. Oh no, hold on though. I was gonna cook for you that one night. Remember? I even pulled everything out, and I was like, "We're not gonna have time. We got to get on the show in a half an hour." I was gonna make tacos. We're gonna do tacos, and then I think we just ordered pizza.
You were going to do tacos for me!
The
Yeah,
only
you ordered
acceptable
pizza.
dish you can make for
Yeah.
a really good friend is Wagyu A5.
Mm.
Otherwise, you're just a failure at life.
Okay, hold on. We need to talk
Dude,
about this.
that's a lot to live up to, man.
We need to talk about this. So green tip. Everybody says like, man, I stash all my green tip, and let's be honest, because you can't shoot it at the range, and then they go blow XM 193 and all this shit at the range like all day, right? In my humble opinion, I would say in some and possibly even most cases that XM 193, if we go full boog, if something were to happen where there was unrest, or if we were in a situation without the rule of law, that maybe XM 193 would be a, dare I say it, better choice.
Shit shoots like a laser beam.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about the ballistics for a second.
Yeah, pull it up. And let me just say, I got some of that 40 grain shit, and even out of a 16.5-inch barrel, guess what? 40 grain, that's super fast. That shit's going like 3,800 feet per second out of a 16.5-inch
Just
barrel.
insane.
Yeah, it's great. That shit will blow through a level 3 steel plate like nothing. Velocity defeats armor. This is very true. This is very
All right,
true.
so out of a 20-inch barrel at 300 yards, saying you're 0 to 100, this is your drop.
Yeah.
At 500 yards, it's about this.
So you aim for the neck.
93 out of a 20-inch barrel. So
Yeah,
you really
so-
don't even have to adjust for dope or anything.
So
Don't
if
even
you
trip. Huh?
if you're aiming at the head of a silhouette target,
Well, I say aim right here because if you drift, any kind of wind correction, if you aim right here, you're pretty damn good.
yeah, you're still going to get a sternum shot if you're aiming at the top of the silhouette target. Now I'm talking about
Right.
paper.
You got to
silhouette
post. You got to post Ting Ting's comment.
Yeah,
Oh,
at 500, if you're
God.
aiming at the head, you'll still hit him in the dick.
Hold on.
Now, after 500, it gets a little bit weird, but yeah, 500 is. Go
So
for
Flying
headshots.
Rich likes them long. That one?
Yeah.
That's funny. Are you really
What do
not
you got
supposed to green tip out? Are you really not supposed to shoot green tip out of an AR pistol? No, that's fine. So all the stuff, and let me just say this.
All I got to say is AR pistols are stupid. I can't believe anybody would build them around them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't have like a whole bunch of them. Neither do you. But I'm rocking a 10-3. Like my 10-3 still with those 40 grains all the way to the 55 grain XM193. I am still very, very confident that I'm going to do some damage to only steel silhouette targets with a 10.3 inch barrel. I'm just saying. And you know what? I'll rock green tip. I got a shit ton. I have a metric shit, probably like an eighth of a metric shit ton of green tip, but also rock that shit all day.
I just like
I'm-
193 out of 20 inch because, man, it doesn't even matter if you screw up your range estimation. You're still going to hit. It's just a laser.
But- How many of us are actually rocking 20 inch barrels though?
Well, normally,
That's true. Aside from that,
aside from me, no one is. And then, in which case, I would go green tip just because that's what all the sights are calibrated for. 18
Honestly,
fucking wheel, green tip.
I've
green tip, everything.
said this. Okay, so the 77 grain stuff, like the Hornady tap, that's some badass shit. For like if you're looking at like law enforcement, military, I'm being cautious about my words, guys, so bear with me. And
Can you turn up your mic gain just a little bit?
is it not loud enough? Sorry. How about now?
That's good.
A little bit better.
Much good.
Okay. I'm trying to not be as loud, so my apologies. Tell me if I turned it up too much. So Farmer James says everything is 357 SIG or it's bust, right, Dark? This is true. I do have 357 SIG going almost 2,300 feet per second out of a Glock 26 size pistol. Crazy. Now the 10.5 inch for the 77 grain. The
It sounds like a
Hornady-
300 blackout failure.
What?
Honestly, looking at those numbers, it looks like a 300 blackout that failed.
No.
It was supposed to be a 300 blackout, and you bought the wrong caliber. Just say it.
No. I think there's a lot of room. Like 10.3s and 10.5s have been proven, and 77 grain, or even like any of the Hornady tap and like 70 something to 77 grain, that window. If you're shooting at just like a liquid medium like stuff, you're solid. You're actually going to be way better off than if you're just poking holes with an XM193 or something like that. But and
Then
yes,
why not go 300 blackout 220?
honestly, if I had if things
Taking
were
Jesus
different,
rocking.
yeah. I mean, dude, that shit like 300 blackout with a can with like 220s through it out of like an 8.5 inch barrel, fucking money. Like that's perfect.
See, I think the honey
but,
badger is actually a 6-inch, ain't it? Or is that?
it's definitely smaller than 8.5. I think it may be something crazy like, 5.5 with a can, or I think there's 2 different variations of it. Um, there may even be more because Q did it, and then there was, I don't know. Apparently, there was some arguing with the whole AAC thing, and then Q and all that. So I don't know about all that, but um, so the thing about 300 blackout is I had actually the Remington 700 um, in 300 blackout with with a can on it. So I was rocking 300 blackout. I was cracking silhouettes at 300-400 yards all day. Supersonics. It was incredible. I had a Nikon scope on it, which Nikon was money back then. Um, and I took it out hunting and actually hit a deer with a subsonic, and it didn't kill it. And ammo was so fucking expensive at that point. I was just like, you know what? I'm selling everything 300 blackout. I'm sticking to 5.56 the whole way.
Well, I mean, shot placement does matter. I've clipped them with 308, and they just stood there. Like, what the hell was that? I actually thought
Yeah.
my scar was broken once. I came up on this deer, walked out. I'm like, oh, you're mine. It was like 75 yards away. I'm like, you're not going anywhere. Pulled up. I'm like, pop, pop. It just stared at me. I looked at my gun for a second. And also, my cousin's like, wham! Hits it right in the head, and it goes down.
Oh,
When we cut it open, the shots went right through here, right through its intestines, so slightly quartered. And I thought I was
dang.
hitting it like just off of the shoulder, but just a little bit over, so it's just like
Dang.
barely any damage because it didn't impact the bone or anything.
So that same time when I was out with that 300 blackout, my buddy had this crazy ass cartridge. I've brought this up on the channel before. Hey, Jay Duffy, what's up? He says, "Holy mess, my man CRS. I've seen a ghost." Hell yeah. Um, the um, um, the guy I was hunting with had like a 270 Ruger or something like that. This shit's going like over 4,000 feet per second, and he hit a deer from about 175 yards away, and mine was under 100, and it just zipped through his stomach. He got a gut shot first, and it did not even move. It was going so fast, and it's like such a soft, tissue. It literally just ping, just like zipped right through it. And then the second shot, he hit it in the vitals, and then it basically reared back and then collapsed in the bushes. Mine, we were tracking for 5 hours. And dude,
Shot placement matters.
oh yeah, it's everything. And I had to he was like, all right, look, you can field dress it, because I hadn't field dressed a deer
Oh
at that
God,
point.
right in the
So
guts.
yeah, with the gut shot, there's just like
Oh.
shit and corn and blood
I can't.
everywhere. I'm like,
I
oh.
was like,
I mean,
no, it was just like.
I didn't really mind it so much. It was reaching in and grabbing the heart and sternum and all that and going like whack, and like ripping it like like
That didn't bother me. It was the scent. It just smacked me in the face. I was like,
yeah, I mean that's kind of
like, can you
foul,
take this
right?
one?
But it's kind of like honestly, it's like what am I thinking? It's kind of like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, where I'm like holding the heart. I just wanted to be like Kalima, I don't know if you remember.
I just want to take a bite out of it, like
That's when it's
put
like
some blood underneath each of my eyes.
yeah, like in Red Dawn when they're like, you got to drink the cup
Yeah,
of blood,
right.
your first deer. Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, back
Yeah.
to shot placement. I mean, you got that deer. I tagged him twice. Didn't react. Nothing. Now, same caliber, same barrel length. I'm set up on this cornfield. Last day, we were in a party of like 8. We all had like 3 tags apiece, so I can basically shoot as many as I want. They're like,
Mhm.
there's deer in that woods. We'll drive it through and push them this way. Just cut them down as they go through the field. So I'm set up on there. I'm like, dude, ass, blood, and guts. Legs were flying off. They were tripping over their own intestines, insta drops. I
Oh
actually
my
changed
God.
mags during this encounter, and like,
Damn.
yeah, it shredded them, just ripped chunks of their body off. But again, then it was hitting bone, the the projectile was expanding, then it pushed the bone and the expanded projectile through the body, and
Dang. Yeah, that's some
same caliber,
badass.
same barrel length, just
Yeah,
different shot placement.
yeah. I mean, it's a couple things, right? It's definitely ballistics, right? If I had a supersonic round in there, that supersonic 300 blackout would have gone through the shoulder bone, right? And actually, the next year, my buddy, who I didn't get to go hunting with at that time, he called me. He's like, dude, I am almost positive I saw your deer and it was wounded, limping around. Like, what's up? I was like, what the fuck? But I wish I still had a, you know, moderate length, because I can't call I think it was an 18 and a half inch 300 blackout a long range gun, you know, but like I would love to get like a Barrett Imrad in like a 338 Lapua or something like that. Let me grab my water right here. Give me one sec. Rich, where you at, bro?
Yeah, right. Shady motherfucker. Oh, I got one. Okay, you guys like full on or not? Terminal ballistics. Yeah, I mean terminal ballistics make a difference. They really do.
Yeah.
It's why I'm not a big fan of like 6.8 SPC. I've been inside gear. I've shot with 223, 308, and 6.8. And honestly, the 6.8 looks a lot more like a 223 than a 308. If I was going inside a deer and you didn't tell me what you shot it with, it was either 223 or 308, I could not tell you the difference. Like there's no there's no visible difference in damage. It's not like when you go in a deer between like a 223 and a 308 that are hitting the same spot and you're like, that's a 308. Like
Yeah,
it's not that much of a difference.
I don't know. I mean, I think it depends on like the actual bullet itself. Like, you know, if you're rocking an FMJ versus
We're not
versus
allowed to hunt with FMJs in Wisconsin. It's all got to be ballistic tip.
really? Yeah, I mean, if you're running like a like, so I've seen one of the CZ bolt action guns in 7.62 by 39 with the Hornady ballistic tip shit, bro. I have never seen so much energy transferred to a deer where it just like thunk, like that shit fell like that. It made me believe so much more in my AKs than like what I did prior. When the dude's like, oh, this is in the AK caliber. I was like, what? It's a beautiful Woodstock bolt gun. He's like, yeah, it's a CZ. It's in 7.62 by 39. I was like, oh, hell yeah. And bro, one shot to the, if the deer is on its side, right to the vitals, right, wham, the second that it hit it, thunk, it was just donezo. Because those with the ballistic tip, they expand just like a jacketed hollow point. And that shit was messy.
But the question is, if you hit it in that same spot with a ballistic tip 55 grain moving at 3,200 feet per second, would there have been a difference?
I actually don't know. That's a good question. I would expect there to be some difference in the difference in
you're going to
mass.
see a bigger hole, but it isn't going to like do any more damage, or somehow the AK is going to kill it better. Like my cousin's been hunting with 7.62 39 and a mini 30 like since I've known him, and yeah, it works fine. But if I were to look at those calibers and what they bring to the table, 223 all day long.
Yeah, I don't even know, because in Virginia we're not even allowed to hunt with 5.56 or 223. Here for all of you, because it can't be equal to or smaller than a 22 LR. It has to be
not
larger.
Equal to or small. It's a .224.
Yeah, it has to be larger than 6 millimeter.
Oh, see, in Wisconsin they fucked up when they wrote our law, and they wrote it must be larger than .22. Well, 223 is .224, which is larger than .22, so we get away with it.
See, that's I think ours is, and I'd have to check. There's probably a lot of FUD lore in this shit where people are like, you can't hunt with that, but I don't know. I don't know what the actual, like, a 9 millimeter is like. What the actual measurements are like 0.3. Yeah, 0.33 or some shit like that. So, which makes me remember, like, somebody challenged me when I said this, when I was talking about shotgun shells, and I was saying, actually, if you are running 15 pellet 3-inch shotgun shells, that's like emptying a Glock 19 magazine, right? Because you're basically throwing 15 almost 9mm size pellets at them, because
Yeah.
those are about, yeah, 355, 356 in that range. Okay, yeah. Dark, since when does anyone follow the law? So out here, they will stop you. They'll walk up on you and be like, "Hey, how are you? How's it going? Wow, that's a nice rifle. What you got there?" Nothing. It's in 300 blackout. And that's why 300 blackout was such a big deal out here, and maybe in other places too. Because it's like, oh my God. Oh no, first actually 6.8 SPC was a big deal because
Yeah,
people
because
were like,
that's
now I can
circumventing
hunt.
most of the laws around the
Yeah, they're like,
S15s.
I can hunt with an AR now.
See, I
So
bought into the 6.8 SPC hook, line, and sinker when that bald bastard on Future Weapons advertised it, and it just didn't deliver. It didn't. My 223 shot flatter. It did just as much damage. I mean, maybe in like a special test. But I mean, if I got to specialize the test that much, I can't tell the difference. If I'm not going 223, then I'm going 308.
yeah, I mean, 223 and 308 are straight up battle proven.
Yeah, they're fucking ballers.
My uncle's brother's dad's friend said 5.56 is for wounding. Yeah, dude, there's so much FUD lore in that shit, man. Come on, PLA, what's up, brother? Yeah, I mean, I was just watching a video today from, I don't know if it was a new one or an old one, but it was Iraq veteran 8888, which he's awesome, friend of the channel. He's been on the show before, and they were basically talking about like gun range FUD lore, and they were like, "Oh yeah, the guy that says you can't run steel case ammo at the indoor range because it reacts to a magnet." It's like, no, you dumbass, it's not steel core. It's a lead. It's just got a bimetal jacket, right? Or if the magnet sticks to the steel casing, it's like, dude, you don't understand the two. Or you can't shoot faster than 1 round per second. Like what? No rapid fire. There's so much stupid shit. I miss being able to just go out in the open land and just have like pure, just free fun. Not free like free no money. I mean like completely just full range of land and just go shoot. That shit was such a blast, man. I miss that shit.
I finally figured out how to put in the words what I was trying to express with 6.8 SPC. If I need a ballistic gel block, a tape measure, and a micrometer to tell the difference between 6.8 SPC and 223, there's not much of a difference.
Yeah, that's probably true. I could see that. Now, there's been a lot of servicemen and I guess servicewomen that have said when they're in the field, they're getting more bang for the buck with penetration with 308, and when they're dumping 5.56 at targets, they're not getting through like barriers and shit like that. But with 308, they are. Now, that's also probably with like belt fed machine guns and using like a 240 Bravo over a saw or something like that. So it's probably different for each situation. But
Oh, I'm sure.
we have so much BLM land to shoot on out here, assuming the fire season is good. Oh my God. Damn.
But yeah, Wisconsin actually got better with time. Like when I was a kid, that was way bad for funds. You went to a range, you're like 1 shot per second, and it's
Yeah.
ridiculous laws. And then finally, we got that one governor in here before Eberts, and he just cleared it all. We don't even have to wear back tags anymore. We don't have to carry our guns in a case. Nothing.
So what you could just straight up walk up in the range with like just carrying your gun?
Well, like before, when I was a kid, you pulled up to your hunting zone. You had your buddy put your back tag on you. You pulled your gun out of your case. You went and got the ammunition out of the glove box. You loaded the ammunition in the magazine, put the magazine in the rifle. Then you went out there, and then you had to take your deer to an actual registration station, and they took all this information down. The last time I
Dang.
went hunting, it's like throw your car and park, you do a roll out the door, grab your gun out of the trunk, pop in the mag, go to town.
Damn.
Then you take a picture of the deer and you send it to the DNR app.
Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, I've only hunted on private property, so I don't really know what people have to go through in Virginia. Probably a great deal. I'm gonna guess because Virginia is, although we used to be like number 13 as far as like firearm friendly states, but July of not this past year, not this year, but the year prior, one law changed, and Virginia changing one law, it put us at like number 34, 36 in the United States out of firearm friendly states. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I fuck with Virginia hard. I love VA. But for a while, we were lost with our previous governor, who was on camera saying that post-birth abortions were okay.
Yeah, governors make a big difference in this state. I mean, all the stuff they removed in Wisconsin did nothing for safety. It was just red tape to try to get innocent people wrapped up in the law. The only thing they
Yeah.
haven't changed yet was the buckshot thing. We can't hunt with buckshot in Wisconsin for some reason.
Really?
It says buck right on the box. Can't use it.
It has a picture of a buck.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
what the fuck?
It's
That's
specifically made for bucks.
That's crazy.
Can't use it.
Yeah, dude. I always wondered that. Like, was buckshot, was it named that because it was intended to shoot bucks with it to give you the best shot possible, best chance possible, to get a buck as opposed to like bird shot. I mean, I'm sure if you shoot, I mean, we all know this, right? If you shoot a buck close enough with enough bird shot, you're gonna fuck its ass up, right? But I guess that's where they got the name for it.
I've never actually looked into the history of it, but it makes sense. I mean, everybody had a shotgun, especially like going through the Great Depression.
Yeah. I mean, that is like the most, and that is the quintessential firearm, right? Like, I've got a few shotguns, but man, the 12 gauge is like hands down the most versatile firearm that's out there, period.
If you're not down with the 12, I want to check your birth certificate because I'm not sure if you're an American.
Facts. Rich,
Dude,
let me know when
12
you
is
get back because I took you out because I just got tired of looking at your face. I'm just kidding.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I started off on the 20, but you have to go to the 12. There's more ammunition availability. There's more types of shotguns available. It just looks cooler because the 20 always is on a 12 receiver, so the barrel's like tiny on it.
Yeah, it does look kind of like off. Oh nice. John Rice says I'm building a 12 gauge right now. Hell yeah. What's up, Techno? Yeah, no, I a lot of people kind of start off on like a 22, then a 410, then a 20, then a 12. So for me, like I was around some firearms as a kid. The first time I actually fired a gun like with my family was at a church outing. I was like a young teenager. We went shooting with one of the guys that went to our church. I didn't realize this till we were actually out there. He was like, "I'm a cop," and I was like, "Oh, cool." So we go shooting, and he has an M4 that is safe, semi, and 3-round burst, and he has an MP5 that is safe, semi, 2-round burst, and there may have been another position. It may have also been full auto. I don't know, but I remember the 2-round burst because it was just like, wow, you could, if you wanted to, rattle it off a little bit, and you're putting fucking bursts downrange. And then some other shit like a couple Glocks and a little 5-shot J-frame that was his backup that he kept in like an old school vest holster back in the day when they used to rock like concealable vests. There were these holsters that were designed to go in your straps of your bulletproof vest, so you could actually like either Superman your shirt Like if it's got like think of like the cop style shirts, right? Or just reach in between the snaps and grab it like a shoulder holster. But he was an ATF agent, and he went to my church, and he took us all shooting, and I'm sitting there as like a young teenager, like, oh shit, sorry, I'm sitting here as a teenager, like shouldering an M4 with 3-round bursts, like what, But he taught me like correct form. He taught me like all that shit. That was my only like real like introduction to firearms, because my dad was basically like, this is my rifle up here, the ammo's over here, don't ever touch it, don't ever go near it, and definitely don't put them bullets in there. And it was not a firearm friendly environment. And then my first firearm that I purchased myself was an AK-47. It was a Wasser 1063.
Pretty much, I went down the same road. I didn't. It's complicated, but I actually started off as an AK fan.
Yeah.
When I was shown the light, and I'm like, "What the fuck am I doing with my life?"
Would you say you're still an AK fan?
As a collector piece, something to put on the wall, something to take to the range every once in a while and have a good time. As anything serious, no. If I had no other choice, like, yeah, I could run one, I could pick it up, I could make it fucking work.
Yeah.
But no, that is not at the top pick.
Now, what if... Should we even play this game?
Sure.
Okay. Tell me to shut up if it's going the wrong direction. Typically we say like ARs are the go-to, like shit at the fan, or WROL, kind of set up, because the most prolific magazines, the most prolific caliber, there's going to be, more opportunities to scavenge magazines, ammunition, parts, and shit like that, right? Now, what if like there was an invasion by like a commie country and like they were rocking AKs? Would you switch up to something else?
Winning, or are we?
That would be for us to decide. That would be all up to us.
I mean, if you have a commie tank rolling down the road and that they're there, like that's what you got. Yeah, obviously AK. Because
let's say you see them and it is like you see armies, just like foot soldiers all over, and they're just all rolling with AKs.
Because even the sound between the two different rifles is so different. You would stand out like a sore thumb, the or the like totally different sound.
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know if we got any folks out there that used to listen to hip hop, but I would say one of the most popular poets out there, Trick Daddy, said, "The AK go pop pop pop, the SK go fop fop fop," which is kind of true. But no, you can definitely hear like the difference if you're outside. The difference between an AK and an AR, 100%. You can tell the difference. Now,
especially all your buddies are shooting AKs all the time. All of a sudden, like,
yeah,
what was that?
Like, what was
That's
that?
different.
Super high pitched shit.
We should probably go check that out.
Yeah, don't charge another round in there yet. Wait, don't fire yet. But what about, okay, so at some point, if that were to be the situation, what kind of firearm you have would probably be an indicator as if you're a good guy or bad guy. So then if you're rocking an AK and somebody sees you, a good guy sees you, he may be like, commie.
Yeah,
so
but you wouldn't be rocking an AK unless like you're up against the wall with a boot on your throat. Like, it's over. You're just running harassment raids at this time.
Yeah, I mean,
and we have to look at that possibility too. You got to remember, China
Yeah.
is where a lot of lithium comes from. By 2030, like all lithium cars. What do you think? We're not going to have lithium wars like we did with the oil wars? Now we're going up against a country that actually can defend themselves. We don't have manufacturing capabilities.
Don't forget Afghanistan. Afghanistan has a fudge ton of lithium, and we just decided to completely pull out and leave millions and millions of dollars of equipment and gear and firearms and weapons and destructive devices behind.
Yeah, and they might come in and invade us. Like,
yeah,
we can't take, well, we can, but not like we used to. We can't. So We can, but it's limited. We can't take the ore out of the ground and make a product. All that pre-step, that shit's all done at China. Like, they take the raw materials to give us the fucking, all right, now we have a steel beam, now we can machine it into something because it's just cheaper that way. And that
By
would
the
be
way,
huge in wartime.
yeah, facts. Interesting thing. Afghanistanimation. Lithium 95% is from Afghanistan. Holy moly, that's crazy. I guess
See, I
the
wasn't seeing figures like that. Last time I looked into it, it was Africa, China, and Australia. That's where the majority was.
maybe yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
But it's been like a year since I looked into it. As soon as I heard about electric cars, I'm like, great, who are we going to war with now? And I started looking at the different places. I'm like, I mean, yeah, we'll just roll right through Australia. They don't have a chance. But the other places, that's a little bit different.
Dude, let me here. Speaking of Australians, let me show you. You know, a lot of people are like, you know, Australians are kind of soft. I you know, I don't know. I've got different perspectives on that. So watch. I'm just gonna send it to myself so I can actually show you guys on screen. So the context here. Come on, come on. What do you mean I can't send it?
Is that the exception or is that the rule?
I mean, it's tough to say. I would say, yeah, it's tough to say. I'd say they're probably mostly pretty tough. Now, being tough and not being armed, equipped, trained, those are all different. Like, I would put Americans against, you know, Aussies, don't hate me out there for the one or two that may be watching right now. I would put Americans, like real freedom loving people that are all about, you know, freedom, independence, privacy, firearms, training, equipment, get like our world people. I would put us above
Call them
them.
the 20 percenters because you got the 20/80 ratio.
Yeah, true that.
20% of the people do 80% of the shooting.
I got it. Hold on. I don't know if it's let me see if I can download this. Hold on.
Afghanistan has lithium, but I don't think it's being mined yet.
Interesting. I'll have to look. Maybe they just found it. Maybe they just happened to find it right around the time that we pull out of it's usually how shit like that works, right? We just found everything in the world that's you know, people are going to be killing each other over in the future. Oh, pull out, leave, donate millions of dollars of stuff to them. Okay, here it is.
Harden their defenses.
Yeah, right.
Turn it into a meat grinder.
Yeah, for real. Okay, I got it. All right. Now this, I'm going to let it play first, and then I'm going to go back and kind of put some context to it. Okay, and some of you guys may have seen this. Okay. All right. Can you see? Can you see?
Yep.
Okay. Let me know in the chat if you guys have seen this. And what's up, Bacon? By the way, and I'll give it 1 second. Then I'll Pareto's law. Yeah, correct. Pareto's law is the 80-20 rule. China just steals any tech they can get their hands on. Absolutely. All right. So I'm gonna let it play. It'll loop twice. So it's like, you know, steroid freak. All right, hang on. Can we just get some celebration for how well he did that? Holy shit. I have a theory on why it broke like that, but just hang tight. Okay, I'll let it rock again.
Yeah, but this video just proves my point right here.
His pen band is strong. Yeah, no. So I guess it just popped in my head. I'm not using this as an example of why Australians are tough because look at the cocksucker in the seat, right? Like, clearly.
No, I'm saying he did that with confidence, so he knows the guy is not a concealed carry holder. Because you just don't do that to somebody that might be.
Agreed. So this would not go down like this in the United States, in most places in the United States.
There's exceptions, but
yeah, like, California, New Jersey, New York, Rhode Island.
yeah.
But
right?
in New York, mofos are crazy too. Like you don't know in California who's, gonna bust something out or whatever. But so I'll give it.
Plus they got the Glock switches there, so
That's true. They got whole factories cranking them airsoft switches out. So basically, this is what happened. So, well, allegedly, what I've heard from where I received that, the guy that smashed the window had a family member. I think it was his sister or somebody like that, who was trying to receive a vax exemption in Australia. And that doctor was somebody who heavily advocated for the vax and didn't give his family member a vaccine exemption. And she ended up getting the vax, and she ended up either at least having complications or having complications and passing away. So now that that's been said, I'll give it a little bit more because it's hard to kind of hear what he says. You can tell he says something about the vax, and you can tell he's not happy in this moment. But now that I give it a little bit more context.
I got
I'm
no
sorry.
audio coming through.
Oh, no audio was coming through?
Yeah.
And he apparently had been like following and harassing the doctor, and he had like blocked him and had him cornered or something like that.
But we'll just take your word for it because it's almost midnight. I'm gonna have to hop off soon anyway.
Yeah, we'll end it in just a second. Still no audio?
Nada.
God, man, he did that with such grace. So I think
I've only seen one other person punch through windshields. That was my cousin, but he's a big boy.
See, I've gotten through. My nickname used to be Breacher. No, the thing about car windows is a lot of people, they don't give their elbow the credit that they should. That, bro, your elbow is capable of incredible things. Or like if somebody comes up and kind of like, how people used to do before they fight, like when they really didn't want to fight, they would come up to you and like kind of chin check you and like get all up in your face like that. You throw a swift elbow up to their jaw, that could be lights out. But of course, I do not, recommend, fighting.
The only way I could do it as a kid is I would take brass knuckles and I'll hold it like normal, and then I put my thumb on the top and push down, so all the gap was right there, and I'd hit the window like that.
That'll do it. I'm glad that you're talking about hitting a window with brass knuckles, and of course in a safe setting with like professionals there, EMS, doing stunts and things like that.
When I tried doing it with my hand, I'm pretty sure I cried a little bit.
Dude, I've punched.
I did not go through.
Yeah, I've punched a window dead on, straight on, thinking that I could get through it in a punch.
Couldn't.
And then the next day, I woke up like my heartbeat was literally coming through, like going through my hand, and I'm like, oh my god, like so swollen. But an elbow.
Well, my cousin did it, and so I'm like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I can do it.
Take your pocket knife and literally just have like well, guys, never do this. Don't take any advice from me. And like you may hear me say from time to time, if you take advice from me, you're stealing. That's from your boy over here. Take your pocket knife and literally just a little bit like that, and just thwack lower corner of the window. What I think happened here is I think he hit it with such a good strong punch first that it compromised it at the gap in between the door and the window, that it probably cracked underneath, and then he flat palmed it and got through it, and it just shattered everywhere because that glass is designed to
he flat palmed it because he was like, "Oh God, my knuckles."
yeah, he's like, ow, that was the worst idea ever.
Now, when I worked
He
at
was
the chop shop, the best way to get into them is I had a spring-loaded punch, click, just shatter.
yeah, those glass breakers are awesome. He was trying to sell a car extended warranty. Yeah, true. That's true. Spark plugs could work well too.
Yes,
I don't have any
like amazingly well. You like a light toss and it just shatters. It's remarkable.
dang. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't.
curious about that.
Someone
Yeah,
tried explaining it. They're like, "Well, the electrons and they go in there." I'm like, "That's bullshit. There's no way that hit." Or they'd be
Yeah,
like,
no,
"Well,
it's
the edges." I'm like, "No, it's not possible.
it's just solid fucking metal. You know, throw a fucking cue ball
No,
at
only the
a
porcelain works. You take a chip, you break the spark plug, you grab a little piece of porcelain, you're like,
what?
I have no idea why. Go get a spark plug. Don't do it to your car because it will work.
I don't
Break the
want to.
porcelain up, grab a little piece of porcelain, and it doesn't work with all porcelain, only spark plug porcelain, and throw it
What?
at a piece of tempered glass. Now, normal glass, I don't know if it works, but tempered glass, something about the porcelain hits it, and it just explodes like a toss. Not like, "Oh, he ran!" No, just a toss. No sound
Like the
either.
arc, the
Yeah.
perfect arc,
Yeah,
fluffy
no
bunny
sound
arc.
either. It's just
I don't have one here that has the glass breaker on it, but I do have several tack knives that have the glass breaker. I just had my one tack knife. I know you're gonna run.
like if you put a bunch of porcelain in a shotgun shell and shot it over a parking lot, it just rained down like all the cars that it broke.
Oh, dude, that'd be brutal.
It would.
The porcelain shotgun shot. I won. Well, I probably shouldn't ask questions about that. I wonder what it could do. But anyway, let's go ahead and
Maybe
wrap it up.
15 feet a second is all it's got to be going.
15 feet a second.
Like,
dang. Yeah, the free throw, the porcelain free throw. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. CRS Firearms, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on and just hang out with us and spend time. I know Flying Rich at least enjoyed it for a little bit. I enjoyed it for the whole time because it's my show and this is what I do. And thank you. Is there anything you want to share about how you're doing currently before we go? Like, no. Anything about how you're doing, like psychologically, health based? Are you and your family, or should we not talk about it at all?
you can pretty much guess and you'll be right.
Gotcha. Well, we love you and we care about you and your family, and I could only imagine, like, I didn't want to focus on anything like that, but I just kind of at the end wanted to ask because I do care. And you know, I could not imagine going through something like this with a family and not having it affect somebody. So we're here for you. We care about you, and we would be willing to do anything to help. So let us know.
I'll let you know when I got the patches in because that would help if you did help me pimp them.
Bro, we will all buy patches from you, no question.
At least for the beginning, I need to just straight up grind on them. But then after
Yeah.
things get back to normal, then I can just roll them in so I can build a fan base with them.
I think kind of starting out doing do a little video talking about them once you get like the render from Toxic Patch Co. Do like a video, show a picture of them, show people what they're going to be, we'll share them, we'll talk about them, share them on Instagram, kind of get like a excitement for them, and people will be happy to jump on them.
Never get my Shopify set up now, and then obviously it would expand past patches. The whole point is to make me independent from YouTube, so hopefully that'll
Yeah.
work.
Dude, I feel you. You know, dude, I did a Shopify store as well, and being able to sell the jigs to kind of get like the focus off of YouTube is that I mean that's important. So whatever we can do to help you get there, I'm down, and I know all of our viewers are down. Shit, a bunch of my viewers came from you in the first place, you know?
Right on, man. Well, I
So
appreciate it.
hell yeah. Anything else you want to add on before we get out of here? Cool. Closing thoughts,
See you on the other
advice.
side.
See you on the other side. Hell yeah. That moment at in Boondock Saints where he hangs up the phone before he grabs the cue ball and does some significant damage with that. He's like, I'll catch you on the flip side, you know,
Right?
that kind of thing. So, well, guys, you know how we close it out. Actually, funny enough, what this stream was originally going to be discussing was, you know, kind of in a funny, interactive way was, you know, the dark rules, right? But I think now we got to go back
Well,
and,
hey,
and
let
change.
me get off because I'm getting tired, and then you can close it out.
You're good, brother.
Peace,
Thank you
man.
for coming
Appreciate
on.
you having me on.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming on. Peace out. You know, we were originally going to talk about the dark rules, right? We can do that another time. First off, having Rich on was such a distraction, and I'm just kidding. We love you, Rich. And then being able to have like the blessing of having CRS Firearms come on, like that was incredible. So I appreciate all you guys, and thank you for hanging out. And before we go on and close it out, I just want to say a special thanks to all you guys, man. You are you serious? Jesus Christ. I just want to say thank you to you guys, man. You guys have been so supportive and so helpful. And for an example, like the night that we all I had asked for help because Strike Industries is a company that I was trying to, you know, work with, and they had kind of been like, bro, you need X amount of subscribers or X amount of followers. Like we can't really fuck with you. And I was like, well, dude, like, you know, don't you want to know about my analytics or my engagement or anything? And they're like, no, it's okay. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll talk like in a year or whatever. Well, a bunch of you guys reached out, tagged them on Instagram, and you know, hit them up, and they were like, DLD After Dark brought me here and all that, and that got a lot of attention from them, and I'm super grateful for that. Well, guys, because you guys did that to help support your boy and the DLD After Dark channel and DLD After Dark family, I posted my year end results. So this is like YouTube sends you a thing, and it's like, this is your past year of analytics. And it's like, you know, 160,000 likes and 1.9 million watch minutes and all this shit. And I tagged a whole bunch of people. Well, Strike Industries saw it. And you know what happened? I tagged them in it too. They sent me a message. Strike Industries, unprovoked, on their own, sent me a message, and they were like, Dark, okay. We see what you're doing. We've already given away our limited, like our allotment of stuff for December, but come January, let's have a conversation. We'll get some stuff out to you. And I was like, fuck yes. So because of you guys, because of you, Strike Industries is deciding to work with me next month. So thank you. I'm just super grateful for all y'all, man. All the support, all the love, all the contributions. Y'all are great. So on that note, let's go ahead and close that shit out. Can't hold this up. Woo! I was about to hold this thing up in the air. Anyway, so in the future, we'll talk about the dark rules, okay? But did we behave, Daddy Dark? Yes. Y'all are great. Thank you, Rusty Trombone. We struck the Strike Industries. Yes, we did. We did that for sure. How about that? A couple 3D printers and electroplating. That's awesome, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And thank you, guys. Let's give Thirsty Colt a big thank you for hanging around for the entire stream. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and cut it out. Thank you, Anthony Smith. I appreciate that. We'll end it right here, and let's say this. Rule number 1. Let me say something different first. We should all have rules that we live our life by, right? We should all have rules. We should all have standards. And when you have rules, expectations, and standards, those are things that you can project not only to hold yourself accountable for how you choose to do things, but also for how your children do things, for how your family do things, for things that like you expect your friends to do or whatever, right? So it's important that we all have rules. And I'm not telling anybody how to live. I'm just saying like the things that I choose to discuss are the things that I like to hold myself accountable to. And I slip up, I make mistakes, I fuck up all the time, right? But when you have rules and things that are commitments of, your guiding principles, then you're much less likely to make mistakes in the future. And you help lead and inspire others as well. So that's why the rules are important to me. And that's really why I wanted to go through the rules today. But we'll have to do that on another day. So let's close out on the, 3 or 4 rules that 3 or 4, whatever, on the rules that we discuss every single day. So now, first off, rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind. Your audio just went. What? Is my audio out? Yo, yo, yo. Let me know. So rule number 1 is be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief little interaction that you have with somebody, it could have such a big impact on their life. So always be kind. And these bullshit lies that the media, that people are always hearing about, that people talk about on social media, the bullshit lies that people say, gun people are crazies, and these people that read the Constitution are crazy, right? You're able to take that moment and show people that that is a lie, right? When you hold a door open for somebody and you pick up money that they dropped and give it to them, and when you're honest, kind, and you're a person of integrity, like that is a moment for them to be like, oh my God, like that guy was carrying a gun, or that guy was wearing a gun shirt and he was kind, or, it could be just a brief moment of them awakening. Who knows, right? But at the worst case scenario, you're being kind to somebody. That can make a big impact on their lives. Sorry, that was extra. That was extra. Sorry. Anyway, rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others, right? Like we know that when you bless others, you become blessed. A hand that's open to give is open to receive. So bless others, you become blessed. Always think from a place of contribution, and then just, the by proxy you'll receive. I mean, don't do it for receiving. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed. Rule number 3, we all know that the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. So make sure that you are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. The reason I say it like that is because the rule itself is rule number 3 is make sure that you are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. Now, some people may hear that and be like, oh, he's saying be violent. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Guys, am I saying that? He's not saying that. I'm saying the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. So make sure that you are being a good person and becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. So you got to put some context to it. And also be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. I appreciate all you guys so much. Rule number 69, Thirsty Colt likes pee. Oh, that sound. Look at that. Like, just to show you how big this is. Like, that's That's crazy. This is my new EDC, by the way. Get that single pump, that one pump chump. It's not double action. The other ones are double action. Anyway, this is my new EDC. That's what I'm rocking. Anyway, y'all, be safe, be dangerous, keep that thing on you, stay strapped. The only reason you should not be strapped is if we talk about this, right? The discomfort. Is the discomfort of a holster poking you in the gut worse or better than the discomfort of you dying and or being dead? Because there's two different things there. Being dead isn't scary. Dying is scary. I don't want to die. I don't want to bleed out and get all dizzy, fucking puke all over myself, piss and shit myself. And while I like slowly, you know, I don't want to experience any of that shit, right? Like, it's not death that's scary. It's dying that's scary. And you have to think like, man, is this Kydex or leather or this, you know, this Glock in my waistband? Is that what's more uncomfortable? Wearing that 24/7, except when I'm in the shower, or dying? I'm just saying. Now, in some cases, you may not be able to carry a gun, right? Like somebody said earlier, I think this was Ting Ting said it earlier, and I completely agree with the statement. If like court or flying on a plane, things like that, I am not advocating for anyone breaking the rules, laws, regulations, whatever. I'm saying that there may be situations like if you're going to court, you shouldn't carry a gun in a place like that because number one, your likelihood of being attacked is very low unless you're attacked by, you know, jackboot thugs. But your risk of being attacked is very low, clearly, because of all the security and all that shit. And your likelihood of being caught is through the fucking roof, right? You're not going to get through the door. Well, you may get through the door, but you know. So exercise your best discipline when going through those types of decisions. Carry a gun on you as long as the risk and but you guys get what I'm saying. Anyway, fuck this. I'm out. I love all y'all. Mwah. Banana, ban for cabana, banana, backa wacka wacka wacka. Don't forget to comment, motherfuckers. Comment. When you leave comments, I'm going to be giving some away probably this weekend. I love y'all. Bye, bye, bye. Fue, fue, fue.